Hello there. Good evening to all. Welcome to Current Situation Media. Today edition is Sunday, October 29th, 2023 here. And our segment here is called Diaspora Liberian Political Spotlight here on the Current Situation Media Network. And we are back here with our panelists. And we are live streaming here from the Current Situation Media page and the Vinton Hooks page and the YouTube page. So we're going to introduce our first guest here. How are you, sir? Welcome back.
Thank you, AJ host, for having us again tonight as panelists. We appreciate y'all.
All right. Stay warm tonight here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see that you have your gear on tonight. Stay warm. We are having some season change. Summer is over and we are heading to winter. We are in winter in the state of Iowa. It's kind of a little bit chilly out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be joined here by the rest of the panelists here. And as you all know, we are up and running here. Diaspora Liberian Political Spotlight discussion every Sunday, 9 p.m. to 11, Tuesday, 7 p.m., and Thursday, 7 p.m. So welcome here to the show here. Last week was very interesting. We're going to continue this week here, and our discussion for tonight is will political endorsement play a major role on November 14? Will it make a difference? These are looking at these political endorsements. So we're going to start with the rest of the candidates, and then we're going to pretty much be able to mention some big names that have already endorsed uh, one of the some of the presidential candidates. And as you all know, that Mr. Weah, the incumbent, will be going against Jose Boaca from the UP party. So welcome, sir. So for the benefit of our audience here, go ahead and state your name here, and I know you are a regular panelist on this network.
My name is Pastor Success AB Dennis, and I reside in the state of Iowa, precisely in the city of Des Moines.
Thank you, Pastor. So says, how come you guys all wearing jacket and coat tonight? You're inside. Look at Steve. Steve, is this your first winter in the U.S.?
No, I've been here before. I've been here on the winter before. My day I entered US was in March. So and that was in Minneapolis. It was very, very cold that evening when I arrived. It was terrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at me as Justin. We are indoor, but we are not wearing all jacket and coat and sweater.
That's a good. That's you.
Some of you are living you're living Tabadu, so now you're.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, welcome. Yeah, welcome. We are back here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Current Situation Media Network, and welcome to a segment called Diaspora Liberian Political Spotlight. We are here with our panelists here tonight. We will be discussing, and we asked the question: will political endorsement play a major role on during the runoff presidential election on November 14th? We also like to welcome Mr. Steve Gay and Augustus Yankaya Talu. Welcome, gentlemen.
How you doing, sir?
Thank you.
Can you come closer to the microphone and the string? You're too far off, my man. You scared of the string?
Who?
You.
Where must you come? And you can hear me?
But you far off, bro. If I'm gonna make you up who you are, you hiding your identity, bro?
Oh, help me. My man, I'm an independent man. I don't care.
Want to see the film, the independent?
Yeah, we
You got
can.
me now?
Yeah, we can see your face, but we cannot hear you. Sound like you're very far away from your.
Oh.
All right, we can hear you loud and clear. We just messing with you. All right, guys, thank you very much. Here, let's go ahead and start here. And as we proceed here, we will be joined by. All right. So, as we all know that during the election on October 10th, none of the candidates were able to reach the threshold of 50% plus one. And so now it is scheduled that there will be a runoff. So, runoff between Mr. Weah and Mr. Walker. So, looking at those other candidates that, let's add another person on here. All right, we'd like to welcome Octavius. Octavius, can you hear us? Octavius, are you there? Okay, his phone is still on mute here, but he will come on here. So looking at the list here, let's kind of run down the list here with the other presidential candidates here. Let's see who are they endorsing and if the votes will play a major role on November 14th. So we're going to start with the third place here, Appleton Jr. He came with 40,000 votes here, just 2.20%. So we're going to start with Pastor Success here. So looking at Appleton here, is he going to play a major role? His voters, are they going to pretty much everything? Are they going to be given to Mr. Weah, or is going to be split between Mr. Weah and Mr. Walker?
Well, endorsement in every political, playing field plays a very major role. It's important, and that is why key political actors will always go after people to endorse them, even in a community. And that is why before elections or I call it pre-election activity, you will see endorsement all around the area, people endorsing this person, endorsing this person. The word endorsement, we agreed that we accept you. We're telling you, yeah, go ahead and do it with you. These are all the words, these are all the things that endorsement means, in the political arena. So when people come or political candidate or political institution come out to endorse an individual or another political institution, it is very important. They play a major role. But again, looking at our environment, looking at our society, right? People are not institutionally, or bound. There are some people, like, for example, in the United States, when democracy was moving this way, when there's a decision by Democrat, whether you like it or not, the fact that it went through the rank and file of Democrat and they accepted that decision, all the Democrats going to flow along with it. It's not like that in our society, right? When an institution goes out and say we do this, it is individual that go into the ballot box. All right, it is individual that go into the ballot box. So sometimes, in some cases, some individuals say, okay, my party say, yeah, but I don't think I want to be, or I want to support, or I want to vote for that candidate. So sometimes they go to the ballot box and do something different. But again, that word endorsement has it has an influence over people who choose to be party abiding and party oriented individual. So yes, at the bigger picture, yes, it plays a major role.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, but before we go to Steve here, just a follow-up question here. I mean, it does play a major or important role, but I can endorse you, and but that does not necessarily mean my supporter will pretty much follow my, because I'm not in the competition again. So supporters they decide to pretty much take their votes for other candidates, do not follow that standard bearer. So even though the standard bearer is endorsing a particular candidate, does that mean that his followers will pretty much listen to him, or his followers just make a decision based on what they see unfolding?
Uh, Like I said again, like I said, when a political party endorse, right? The party, more especially the top executive and other key members of the party, will want to follow the decision of that party because here is it, right? Every political institution, people who are loyal to that political institution want a growth of that political institution. Many a time people try to nurture and grow political institution for their own personal income. So when people go to the endorsement, it's not just free. Party will sit and discuss. Okay, gentlemen, who should we endorse in this process? And if we endorse, what do we get as a benefit? It is first of all being discussed in-house. And then they will say, okay, let's go endorse. When we endorse, they have an agreement, they have a memorandum of understanding that maybe we will get two ministries. We'll get maybe two assistant ministers. We'll get one assistant minister. The team come back to their political institution and say, hey, gentlemen, we're going to endorse. But when we endorse, this is what we're going to benefit. So people who are party loyalists will see that, okay, when our party benefit this thing financially, it will help to boost our party. It will strengthen our party because people will be able to pay their due. People will be able to contribute financially to the growth of the party. And in subsequent election, that political party have a little strength because they have had people working in the government who, from their little income, they are paying their dues and taxes. So people look at those reasons, and then when political leader, that's why you see many people say, "But man, we will let you who our party will endorse." And when the party does that, people who understand the political game will play. But like I said again, it's not 90% or 100% assuring that everybody for that party is going to vote the person that party endorsed or the party another party and that party have endorsed. No. But on the bigger picture, yes, because people who understand the way the political game is played, they will go and vote for the candidate or the person that their party have endorsed.
Thank you. Steve, once again, we mentioned last week, and Appleton surprised a lot of Liberians by coming there. A name that was not a lot of people don't know who's Edward Appleton is. The name just surfaced and goes to fame now. He's all on social media, all on the spotlight. So will his supporters pretty much follow him, and will his supporters be able to cast that vote for CDC?
Okay. Before I start my deliberations, let me first again, for the benefit of the audience and those that follow this show, I'm Steve Gay, and I always say I'm a standard bearer of the Liberia New Democratic Congress. Soon
is early campaign.
Soon to be a political party that will be the process will be completing by 2014. We are waiting election process, and then by 2015 will be the launching in Liberia. When we are done with election commission next year, we'll be launching 2015. 2005. 2015. Sorry, 25. Sorry, 25. Yeah. So just for the audience to know who are on the show, I'm so happy to have my brother Success, and the rest of the guys are here. So I'm so happy tonight we are here. But to the question, let underline the word endorsement. To endorse somebody, meaning to accept their vision. It means to impose credibility in them. Endorsement in this kind of political arrangement sometimes is something that people need to look at. And the question could be, why this president ran against you to be president, and he did not go, and he ended up accepting your vision? Why not just join with the president from the onset? But yes, indeed, this is how politics plays in Africa. The last time I said it on the show, and I will repeat myself again tonight, that immediately after the first round of election, the second round is where offers are made, is where negotiations are made. And what you have best is what people follow, because politics is interest. That's the first underlying factor. The politics is interest. You must have interest into someone before you get there, especially in politics. And again, people have to endorse because they have a political party to run after the election. And how do they get all the funding to keep their party alive? So they need now to be cleverly politically aligning with another political institution that have the standing and capacity. And if the political party that have the capacity and standing play their card well, this political party remains with them and become a coalition. So they become a strong factors in the politics. And so they goes with their interest. Endorsement go with interest. Endorsement is not just overnight. It's not where you just go to bed and get wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to endorse. It's something that goes with interest. And like Pastor Sosa just said, it's about interest, about benefit. So this is where a political party got to negotiate. You need to negotiate with these people. You need to put an offer on the table. You need to have a bid. And people will run to that. And so it's important that people endorse in political, schemes. But the importance of endorsement gave the institution a credibility, an advanced credibility. It also gave the institution that they are endorsing morality. It add credibility, they add morality to that institution. Therefore, when in politics, morality plays one of the vital role. If you don't have the morale, if you don't have the credibility, the value that people can believe and trust, people will not endorse you. And then you find out that people who are also endorsing people, trust me, the little difference that I have with sources is that maybe those, the individual that go to endorse the president, your party may not vote that person. Let me tell you something about political party in Liberia. So some of us that are taking the stand of a political party and being working in area political parties and understand the place of politics in Africa, especially in Liberia.
Somebody, can you please turn your phone on mute? The echo is too much in the background. So, go ahead, Gustus, and Pastor Sosa is not on. He'll come back on. So, Mr. Gay, go ahead.
Okay. So, like I said, we have been around the politics and understand the play of politics. Endorsement played a vital role. Because, like I said, it adds value to that institution, it adds morality, it adds credibility. And people will say, okay, like I said, I listened to Lucini Kamara, who was endorsed, or President Weah, and then I saw other people posting that he carried himself and he's going to be alone there. That's a blinking lie. In the first place in Africa politics, your follower believe in you as an individual, not an institution. Let people know. That's why if you want to take leadership, you should have a very good human relationship with your follower, because your follower believe in you. A lot of Africans, especially in Liberia, we don't believe in the institutional building. We believe in an individual, his morality, his popularity, and so people believe in that individual. Therefore, if that individual make an informed decision and say, okay, I am going this direction, he had an influence over his followers who believe in him to listen. So it will give more weight to that institution. Don't take it for like, don't say he went alone. No, he went with the acquiescence of his leadership of that political institution. And now, because of their influence over their followers, they can influence the followers to go. So there's a possibility. Now, also if you do the analytical study of this endorsement, it also play a major game into election result. And I will say it tonight. Not in favor of no political party. But I'm saying it to you, when you are endorsed or endorsed by a different group of people, that a record capture the people have follow up, the possibility of even people granting you numbers, and people will not deny that numbers are clear. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just saying, as an analyst, if somebody had 3 million followers, endorse me, and if for any reason that I play any political game and my number tap to almost 4 million or 10 million, the justification to say yes, because he was endorsed by a man who got almost 1 million followers. So his follower is the one that follows you, so that's why he raised the number. That's a political game. That's a one side of politics. That endorsement is important. That's why when you want people to endorse you, you look for people who got numbers. Because you can interplay in that number, even if the people that the number of people that you had didn't vote you, but because his presence with you endorsing you can justify the numbers you are tapping. Very logical. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen in this election, but I'm saying in politics, in analyzing politics, those endorsements have factors that are very crucial to politics.
Thank you. We'll come back to you, Mr. Talo. What say you?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for bringing me on the shows. I think it seems that we are consistent right now.
Thank you.
And we are going by the schedule, and that is good for the network. Like my like like the two other guys, just uh, endorsement count, endorsement count, and it depends on the political party. It also depends on the political standard bearer and negotiations. But when it comes to appetant endorsement, do we really know appetant? So
Thank you.
if you will analyze the individual himself, whether his endorsement counts, uh, I think his endorsement will count somehow. I would say somehow. After the endorsement is somehow because the reason being is that in the Liberian, you know, Liberia is not all, they don't have like 24/7 news media, So for you to be visible in Liberia, it's going to take a lot of time, years. So the questions begin: how many times has he run? Nobody knew him. Nobody knew Abidjan. So I kind of little bit kind of skeptics on his endorsement because I don't think Abidjan was visible to the general public. I don't think uh, he's a formidable candidate. I don't think he's a formidable candidate. But
But
his endorsement will just little bit con. I would say little bit, but I don't think his endorsement going to have weight compared to those who have been in the game. Because name recognitions is very important, and how long you been in this game, your followers. Do you have a structural? Does your political party has a structural? All these things that count. But it is also psychological too. When somebody endorses you, I think somebody with good character, somebody that has followers. If they endorse you, that doesn't mean all their supporters are going to endorse you, but it's a good thing for people to endorse you. So I would grade it if that was a grade or letter grade. I would say uh, or or B minus for capital endorsement. I don't think it's a A endorsement. So it may sound, I think it's just gonna have a little bit effects on George Weah.
okay, but this is a guy that surged from a ghost and unknown candidate beating Gonglo and Cummings, with that margin. Don't you think that his endorsement will be taken seriously than maybe Cummings endorsement or Taiwan Gonglo endorsement?
I think the reason being is that you just stated unknown. You just stated that you said the man is unknown. The man is unknown into the he's unknown in the Liberian politics. Nobody know how he got those votes. Whether it was technical errors, we don't know. Because they say his vice president has a name that almost as I think it is Alexander C. And then we got Alexander Cummings, maybe the voter. So his vote, uh, I think his vote is fluid. It's not strong.
Yeah.
Can you hear
Uh,
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was an echo. Thank you, thank you. Are you still on?
Yeah. So I think his vote, his endorsement will not be as strong as the others formidable candidate.
Thank you. Otavius, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Okay. What is your thought on the ghost candidate who became he took everyone by surprise? Edward Appleton Jr. What's your thought on his endorsement? Would that play a major role helping the CDC, or you think that he accumulated those votes by mistake? Your thought.
Yeah, thank you very much again for the show, and thanks to my brothers that are on. I would like to, for the of the
Wait,
show,
wait,
I would like to
where you speak?
introduce.
Yeah, but where
Huh?
you speaking from? Where you speaking from?
Yeah, I would like to introduce my. I'm speaking from Michigan. So I would like to introduce myself for the audience
Because
who don't know.
because you're in the
Yeah.
darkness. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I do apologize for that. I cannot go live for the moment. So, but my name is
Okay.
Octavius. Yeah, my name is Octavius Bestman Gilman. I'm the only financial literacy advocate among Liberians in the diaspora, and also a private real estate investor. So now I would like, before I go to Uptown, I would like to give two advices. One to you, and because this platform now I see it as very important for our people in our country, and also my brother who establishing, about to establish a political party in Liberia. So let me start with him. If I were your advisor, or I would say stay away from the media for a minute. And because you are establishing, I mean, you don't have to take my advice, but somebody who been in this business, the second largest talk show host and well known in the diaspora, apart from Henry Costa, after Henry Costa, and I left it and went into business. I would say stay away from the media right now until you can establish your political party, and then after that you can come out and begin to sell it. That's my advice. Two, I would like to advise the host and the owner of this platform, someone who I've been doing this for almost 15 years. I had a TSA International talk show, the second largest, most popular talk show. I think my brother Augusta will tell you. I would like to say this. One thing that you will get a lot of attention, a lot of followers, which of course that's what will boost the platform. Be consistent. Never change the time. I was coming on 11:30 every night, 11:55 every night. Ask a couple of people they know, and yet stay. I was the second largest. So as long you stay consistent, you will see how people will begin to follow. People will set the time around your schedule. And what I want partner come on is a 2 hour, stay for 2 hours. Do not change the time because you feel that somebody not coming or people not coming. No, people will set the time around your schedule. That's my only advice. So
Thank you.
now that go, and I you asked this question before, and I said I would not answer it, but since you keep bringing it up on Uptown, let me say
But
this.
you say you was not going to answer it, but
Yeah,
you told me.
yeah, yeah,
You tell
yeah,
me
yeah,
your
yeah. Too much, but let me let me touch it. Augusta said something. Augusta said, and he right. The brother endorsement will not mean nothing. One, no, nobody know him, and nobody know a follower or his supporter. Let's make that simple. So, as the same way Liberians are confused, surprised, that the same way the endorsement will make will be it ready and because some of us that know we know exactly how he got that number or how he arrived at where he is. So I don't even want to touch it. But let me give you an example. What I listen to people say endorsement. It depends on which country or which continent and the individual that make the endorsement. And I know a lot of people are going to argue with me here tonight. Let's take it, for example, Herman Costa. Whatever you want to say about Costa, if Costa were in America, Costa political career is dead. He he done. If he were in America and running for a political office, he done long time. He will find another career. But Costa is in Liberia. Liberians do not support institution, and my brother said that he 100% right. They support individual, and our voters are not equipped to know exactly what the meaning of vote. One, they don't vote on issues. So when they vote on travel line, they vote because you're popular, and they vote because they love you. So now, Costa is popular, and most of them love him. So depending where and Costa understand his game very well. That these people, the people in the diaspora or the people who don't like me, can say are corrupt. Liberians do not care about corruption. And anybody want to argue with me, look who they voted for to go to the second round. The two most corrupt people that put in there in poverty. They don't care about job. So Costa found he said he understands the language. Costa saying, but hold on, if I change my tone, I'll be losing my audience. Because Octavia can sit down in the diaspora and say I corrupt. The people in Liberia do not care. They only need me to sing the song that they will understand, to go after people that they don't like. And that's what he continued to do. And Costa is real popular. He understands the language. He knows exactly what to say and when to say it, and he connected internationally. So that's why people like Costa endorsement mean something. But let's take Costa now and point aside to Bernard Ure, who got more money than this man and lead a political party. Who endorsement you think you will need, Costa or Bernard Ure? You will need Costa. That's why it comes down to the individual. So when we're talking about this thing, we should be very careful. Who really will care to cry, or who the people will listen to? So it's very tricky to say, oh, all endorsement means something. No, it's not. It just comes down to the individual. Thank you.
Yeah, and Otavia, we're going to touch Costa, but we're going to make it one of the last subject for tonight. But thank you for including him in your deliberations. We appreciate that, and also thanks for the advice to the network. We'll try to be consistent, and I think we said that on Sunday we will be coming on at 9 p.m. But I think Steve Mistignator will come on at 7. Yeah, so we discussed that behind closed door. That Sunday 9 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays 7 p.m. So we'll stick to those hours, and if anything changes, or if I'm not around, one of these panelists will be able to host the show. But thank you. But you also gave Steve an advice that because he's forming a political party, that he should stay away from the media. You don't think early preparation is the best?
No. The reason is this. Look, I mean, people who know me, I've been doing this for long, man. I work for Dr. Mayo Jones, the former bank governor. I was in America here making money. Never stepped my foot in the country. I work for Kamaya, who is the foreign family. I work for Arizona. So I know a lot of these players. I make money from what I do. Sit down on my show. I know. So the reason I said it is this. The brother now, if he say he want to form a new political party, which of course they establishing it, every single word will be news against him tomorrow. So because he would think he's an independent, but anything you say. So what he need now, he need members. So you want to stay away from anything that will make somebody to question anything you say. So form your political party, then come on the show now, begin to sell your brand. So now you can say, look, it's true I'm a partner on this show, but at the same time, I'm a member or I'm a secretary of the new political party. If we're going to change Liberia, this is how we're going to change it. But let me give you one example before I pause. Let's assume right now, he just said something that if I will go back to the old Octavius Gilman and begin to discuss about our country politics, he said, if you go into endorsement, you need something. I can take that one line, turn it upside down, and make him pay for it. Also, the new political party, you don't want to win. Let me go into Liberian language now. Because I had no position. You want to win, but you just want something that why you go because you know you will not win. So why waste our time to find another political party? So you see how I start beating him and say, oh, that one of them there. So he's not going to win you. He just said you should go there and make endorsement at the end of the day, then they will give you minister job. So he leaving, he got a degree from America here. Now he's going for another party. So I can beat them all day. And LeBron will understand exactly where I'm coming from. So to avoid it, then he just stay away from the media right now. Form your political party and never use that word that, oh, you know what? And if you know, endorsement good, but you want to go in for something, for some kind of position or for some kind of ministry. So as a talk show host, I can be that one of them now. They know they will not win. They will not get a 2%. They will not get a 3%. They want to waste our time for them to join The major political party, no. So you see, I mean, they just give people like too much ammunition to say this is wrong. We try with it. 100 political party, 50 political party, brother. If you got idea, join the CDC or join the Unity Party. And so I mean,
And
that's just my advice.
okay, when we get to Steve, he will be able to respond to your advice or maybe say something. But let's get to Pastor Success AB Dennis here. So, Pastor Dennis, I'll give a little background, for the benefit of our audience who don't know the standard bearer of all Liberia Coalition Party here, Laseni Kamara. Give a little background on this guy and how effective his endorsement will be.
Okay, so Lucini Camara is not just an ordinary person in Liberia. Lucini Camara been around for quite a long time in the political arena. Lucini Camara served as a former, once as a minister of finance, and the ACO that you hear has a huge traditional base in Liberia. ACO started with Alhaji Viji Kuma. He's the founder of ACO. So nobody should think that ACO does not have a political base. It does. The Mandingo belt, that they are no party there, that they are party. And those people believe in respecting and following whoever is their leader. All right. So when whoever ACO endorse, I'm not saying they're going to win, but it's a strong weight. To be honest with you, it's a strong weight. It's a very, very, very strong weight.
So a follow up here, and also we want to know who ACO has officially endorsed. But let's do a quick follow up here. A lot of people, a lot of Liberians wonder which county is the stronghold of the Mandingos? Which county? Is it Monserrato, or they are just scattered around the
I would rather to take the one or two, please. I would rather to take the topic.
Yeah, but
Please.
yeah. We're still on Pastor Success here. We'll get to you.
ACO does not have a specific geographical stronghold of our country. ACO is a party that have base in every county, but there are three major counties that they really dominate in, and those counties are Lofa, Niba, and Monserrato. However, when you go to the rest of the 12 or let's say and 30 political counties, and geographical location rather, those guys are there. And that is why if you find out Lucini or the ACO were able to pull vote for each of the county, no matter what, they got some kind of vote for each of the county because they are spread all over the place.
Okay. Yeah. So the poll in 35 over a little bit over 35,000, and a wishing percentage will be 1.96 here. So do you think that endorsement will play a major role, even though you name about three counties, and he being a popular man, being in the government for a while and have some experience?
It will play a major role. And don't forget, the ACO is not just only Mandingo people. There are other tribes that are in ACO. Again, the reason people go after endorsement. If I was every individual that went to the pool, they have alternative. Everybody that went to the pool, one way or the other, they have alternative. And the alternative would be, moment, if they men were not in the room, or if the political party were not in the room, who you think go for? Maybe they have to go for. I go vote for J. That is why party that goes to run off, Because when you take ACO, maybe ACO is an alternative political party to maybe 2 or 3% of the people that went to the race. So when you take ACO, already they have almost 30 some more thousand, which is 1 and some more percent, plus the alternative percent, those people who say me when John in the way are going to vote for ACO, they will converge and say, okay, my party no longer my alternative has endorsed this party. I think I will go there. So there are many reasons why people force and fight for endorsement. So ACO endorsements are very major, it's very important.
Thank you.
I
Mr.
want
Gay,
to come in, but before I lost my train of thought, please.
no, but Gilman, let
1 minute.
let go in order. I beg you, sir. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you want Gilman to respond? Then we'll come back to you.
No, just few seconds. That's all. Few seconds.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You see. No, let me put on my political cap here a little bit. And I don't think the brother gonna like it, but it's true. Look, you see, ACO have numbers. That's true, and they are all over. He right. That's true again. Granted, but we got to be. And I think starting from next week, I gotta put on my political cap when I come in on this show. The reason ACO will, if you change the leadership, the standard bearer, ACO can generate more members than what they have right now. Along that name, San Mandingo, they would never see that executive mansion. And a lot of Liberians are afraid to discuss this issue. But do they have members? Yes. Are they loyal? Yes. Because why? Mandingo man will never see Pele man on the ballot and Mandingo man on the ballot and go vote for that Pele man. It will not happen. And it's not only Mandingo people doing it alone in Liberia. Everybody, all tribes do that. Example, the Nima County. But here's what ACO can do. Along ACO change that standard bearer name from that Mandingo man name to Moses John, you will see the difference. But it's hard for somebody to really say the truth. And that's the problem with ACO. But ACO have number. But along that Nissan Mandingo, or Mandingo man leading that ticket, just leave it. They will never win.
Mr. Gay, thank you, Mr. Gilman. Steve, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud.
Okay, I have a question here, but let's see if you want to. Do you want to respond to Gilman advice to you before we go to your question?
Yeah, indeed. First of all, let me commend him for his piece of advice. I know I'm good at listening and I'm good at taking advice and other advices, but I believe that what he said, it makes enough sense. But I would say to him, that's fine. I'm not like too much into the politics right now, like I would just make you to understand. I try my best to create this platform along with AJ. I'm the one give the name to the platform. It's also a medium of, it is my own secret of capturing sound and well thinkers. Because my interest is people who think Liberia more than themselves. And so like Gilman now is someone that already is trying to earmark because he looks very smart and he thought would be the country. And the rest of the guys who are on this show and many other shows that would like me to be a part or to come and make a presentation on those platform. I'm also looking out there for people who can think like mine to see that we make a tremendous differences in our country. But yes, indeed, I take your advice. I cannot say, well, I don't want to make a lot of comment on that, but it's to accept what you just said. But my statement, I know in politics, my brother, I've been in politics for long. I was in politics in Liberia, and this is not something that I just starting today. It's something that I have started for a couple of years now. When I first established an agency for safety and rural development aid that support businesses and entrepreneurs and give student loans and all the, and I operated in 9 counties, and because I know my visions, I know what I'm heading to. So I start other preparations by getting to the people and start giving support to people who are in need. And until I get to the top of politics and start getting into politics and go in deeper Liberia politics. And so we got a team here in the US. We got a team in Europe. We got a team in Liberia. And so we still need more people who are sound thinkers to come us and let have a platform that, or a manifesto that is institutionalized but not individual. And so I really don't particularly put myself as owner, but we try to build an institution. So to answer your question, or maybe to respond to you, I'm gonna say thank you very much for your advice. And as I always continue to chip in most of these ideas, most especially in Liberia, I got so many interviews from a lot of radio stations in Liberia. When there's issues in Liberia politically, sometimes the players call to me to hear my part of it and give my view. Sometimes I put out a press statement in Liberia. I go to a newspaper in Liberia and make my own input.
Yeah,
And so,
and I just want to clarify something here, guys, because in the long run, I just don't want you guys to use this against Steve. Steve is a good friend of mine here. He and I were part of an organization called Coffee FC. He suggested the segment name Diaspora Liberian Political Spotlight. When he mentioned that he didn't offer that name, but he was not referring to the word name current situation. He suggested a segment that we're discussing called Diaspora Liberian Political Spotlight. So yeah, so he's a good friend of mine. We are not here to discuss his not his platform, but his manifesto. Yet he is a comment on the show. Maybe he will pretty much recuse himself at getting close to 2029 when he become official candidate in the race. But for now, he considers himself as a content on the show or contributor. So once in a while he just kind of announce that his party is formation state. Yeah, so I mean,
Are you part of a party? Are you part of a party?
no, I'm not part of his party. I'm just
let me, Mr. Host, let me go to Gilman and then talk about
yeah, but
my.
let's move forward.
Yeah, I'm coming. Just 1 minute. I'll come to your question that you want to pose to me. When I use the word endorsement, I said people go with endorsement with different interests. It's not a state that is mentioned, or it's something that is binding to people to endorsement. But I'm saying to you, like I said in the first broadcast when we were here, I said the government has something to offer. And so somebody think they had to offer is sometimes they go into agreement with other political parties to endorse them. And obviously, this is what happened in Liberia, no matter whether you agree or not. But people go to the kind of endorsement for their own reason, not my reason. But I'm saying, as an analyst, that when people endorsing people, sometimes you look at what they want, because politics is interest. So they might be targeting what they think they needed. I raised a few points. I said sometimes political party endorse a political party that have the strength, the financial capacity, so that after the election period, they can align with them and they have the opportunity to support their party until different election time. Other people align with political party gave endorsement to have a seat into the government. The government offered them some seat, maybe some minister position. They give it to the political party as an agreement, as a memorandum that indeed, when you endorse, we will give you a slot. And those slot people go to the kind of endorsement with the interest of what they want and what they think they can achieve. And I said endorsement also add a little bit of value to people. It add a value of morality onto your institution, credibility, and I mean, it adds a lot of respect to you, because when people start to buy your vision, that means that you are creating a more respect in the public for you. And so this is my point. So, but indeed, as journalists, if you say something, they have their own interpretation to bring this topic up. But me, I'm prepared for this thing in the near future, because I know that people will say a lot of things, people will come up with their own view. But indeed, to let Gamian to know, LMDC is not focusing on too much on microphone. our interest is that we try to talk to people, we try to engage people in the various communities. We try to engage in short-term programming in our country, things that we think we can do to affect life of our people. We don't have luxury of time to be behind microphone for blackmailing, for insulting people, for attacking personalities. No, we don't have pressure time for that. We use the time to do a research on what impact we can make in Liberia instead of using the time to talk. And so anytime I come on the show, I appear as an analyst and I give my candid opinions on issues, not relating to my political ambitions or not relating to my political party. But it is my own kind of opinion as an individual or as Liberian that contributing to a political or situation that we're currently undergoing. So, I mean, I accept it. That's an advice. I might accept it, and I appreciate you giving me. I know we can talk better than this.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's the question?
Yeah. So we were supposed to go to a gospel, but he just left the screen here. So we'll give you additional 3 minutes here, but we want to be able to cover our topic tonight within our 2 hours.
Yeah.
Here right now is 9:57, so we are going almost an hour here. So we still got time here, but let's give you 3 minutes here. So speaking of ACO here, stand-up bearer here. Do you know why most Liberians always marginalize when it comes to the Mandingo tribe? They always marginalize that group. You know, especially that group, the Mandingo people, they are Liberian. I consider them as Liberian. They are contributing immensely to the infrastructure, the business sector within the country. But most Liberians always marginalize Mandingo. So do you think that this stand-up bearer, Hussein Kamara endorsement is fatal to a certain candidate?
I would say yes, it matters. It matters most. And it matters most because, like I said, people marginalized or maybe from travel lines or maybe some reason. But I can say to you for free that Mandingos, they are Liberian. Except for now in Liberia, we have other Mandingos that are coming from Guinea and they come to Liberia alone. They can say yes or no in English. We consider them as a Liberian. And that is a long-term problem that was created long ago, that those started this country, Liberia, they now started on the platform of citizenship. Who qualified to be a citizen? It was an open country where everybody get put in and then they become citizen, no matter what year. So citizen ID card just started for quite recently, not even too long. But by that time, we have been messed up with a lot of foreigners and they can speak a little English now. So you can't say no, they're not Liberian. So it's a serious matter to address. But indeed, there's a way that we can work it out. But I can say that Mandingos are Liberian. And they also have a little number that are important to political party. No matter every political institution numbers matter to political party. Numbers. It doesn't matter whether the number is just one, but that one matter to that political institution. It don't automatically got to be millions of people, but a little number that you can create, because guess what? If I'm your enemy, don't see me as you alone. See me that you have more than 10 enemies apart from me. If I'm your friend, don't see me alone to be your friend. You have more than 10 to 15 friends that are out there. Because my friend, as long as I talk good about you to my friends, then my friend will love you because of me. And so this is how politics wrong. So if that one single person, like men who account for the kind of tribe that believe in their people, they believe in their tribal line. If the man allow me with a political party, trust me, he has a majority of the people of the follower to go along with him. He had the capacity to raise a number that will add a little bit of value. We are not talking about or the change of stand-up better right now. Yes, indeed. If the change is stand-up better from Lucini Camara, yeah, the guy will still raise the number. But guess what? This is what's going to also happen. It has already built in the minds of so many Mandingos at that set of trap that party, they have majority rules into it. So changing is stand-up better right now will also weaken their strength. Trust me, because you will find that as Lieutenant Camara is giving way, a lot of people that believe in his ideology will also give way. So the new men that are taking over the political party had to come with his own strategy to bring Lieutenant Camara people back to him. So he will always need Lieutenant Camara to use a face to gain his popularity that Lieutenant Camara is currently managing. So he's managing a political institution, so he got an influence, got followers. And those people will believe in him. And politics is numbers. So with the little numbers that he's going to add to that political institution, it's a plus for them. So we cannot condemn any endorsement. Other endorsements are all better. They are also they are all impact to them, because guess what? My number were I'm chasing 100, and I have 80, and you have 70, and then 10% endorse me. Let leave those who follow them. Let leave their wives and children, that they will listen to their dad or their husband. But the 10% that endorse me, or my 8, it will carry me to 10. And you are 7. If you got 5%, it will carry you to 75. So the numbers will add up. The more you have people coming to you, whether 1 or 2, the numbers add up. And what politics' interest is to add numbers. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Steve. Here we're gonna go back here to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis, because Augustus is not in the studio here. For some reason, maybe his phone went there, but we will come back. Right in the queue here right now. So, Pastor Dennis, can you hear me? Right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Here, I know you are warming up tonight for BK. You know, BK.
I'm gonna escape me, man. I'm gonna escape.
But you should still be having the energy here to, be able to report some statement from, these guys that are on here. But let's move on here to our next guy in row here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Mr. Tiawanse Gongro, he came 6th in the first round. And he's a well-known, respected guy in the country here. Everybody was surprised that he came 6th. But it's politics. Politics is dynamic. Things changes, and also everybody know that politics is self-interest mostly. So, how effective or how meaningful his endorsement is, and how will it shift the numbers?
Look, like gamers said from the beginning, they are certain things like people don't want to talk about their reality.
Yeah.
And sometimes we think we try to preempt, if I say this, maybe this will happen, or people will feel this about me. You know what? God, I don't want to. Let me jump the gun a little bit. You know what? God, Bongo where his sister angry to endorse President Weah. The information we got from the background is that Gongo people told him, "Don't do it," and he insisted. Elect, and watch my word. Let me be on record here today. That would be one of the endorsements that maybe only he and a few people would go. You know why? I'm from Lower Nima County, with a very strong affiliation base in Grand Gila, because I was born in Nima, but actually my dad is from Grand Gila, but I was born in Nima, raised in Nima, I went to school in Nima, and the rest of it. My mom is from Nima, so I'm from that belt as well. Gonklo endorsement it could have a weight. I don't want to overrate it. It could have a weight. But looking at the political discussion, looking at the political happening within Nima County, Tiawan will only be going to the Unity Party without bulk of his people. Because in Nima, there's a very huge disenchantment from certain group of people. Nima is a county that has 5 tribes. Many people don't know. Nima have the Gio, they have the Minor, they have the Mandingo, they have the Kran, they have the B, and that B is more or less like Basso. They got a little portion of the Pele people. So the Minor, the Mandingo, and the Kran, all through this from Manosedi, they coming down where they been disenchanted. Development can go up on Nima where the guild dominate. Development can counter development fund up on Nima, all will benefit it. And that is why some part of the 2-3 years ago, if you remember the point, we're in the process of dividing Nima into two: Lower Nima County and Upper Nima County. It was based on these things. So Nima, the Mano people decide to put up a Kennedy. Tiamon Gongle is not the first Mano man who they put up as a Kennedy. The first man who ever put up in a country as a candidate is called Dr. Koto, DJ Koto. He later became education minister for Manosedi. He pulled for the same way in Nimaka, the same way he is pulling for. So to see the legs of Prince Johnson, who is very tribalistic, and Tiawan aligning himself with him, I don't think the Mano people will be too happy because the Mano people feel that the Gio have benefited from national government so much to the point that the Mano have been marginalized. So I think it's going to be a major problem. But again, he's a respected person. So I can't stay and say you went to Unity Party, you don't have no son, it will. But there are two individuals right now in Nima County that in the words for the Mano Bell, let me be specific, that the Mano people listen to. And it is he and his sister. Now they are divided. So it's going to be a major fight. You know, if the word will come, it won't be heavy for CDC, it won't be too heavy for the Unity Party because it's going to be divided. But they might bring the little people on board to out of the party.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much here for that input here. We appreciate that here. Mr. Gilman, are you there with us?
Yeah, I'm here, brother. I'm here.
All right. So how come today you are audio, you are not visual?
I'm getting prepared for y'all, man. I'm getting prepared for y'all because the show getting so interesting, you know, getting sweet. So I'm getting prepared for y'all. Next week I'll be all fire out.
Okay, thank you. And I know you usually come on this show on Tuesday to talk about real estate. We will have to switch your date from Tuesday to another date here because since we are discussing national politics on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And gentlemen, I thank you guys here for being consistent with us. We will grow in numbers. You know, usually we discuss a lot of different social topics on other days here, but we'll grow in numbers. You know, it just everything starts from the grassroots. And thank you guys for your contribution. But we got one more hour to go here, so we still here. So do you want to weigh in on the Tiawan Gongo endorsement or how important that would be?
Yeah, let me. You see, again, Tewa Gonglo endorsement will not count for one reason: is this Tewa will not going anywhere. Anywhere. Tewa is a very smart man. His sister, I worked with his sister during her campaign. I was one of her higher donor during her campaign. Either Gongo Blood. That's my big sister. I work with her. I got a lot of investment in Nima County. I put 2 hand pumps in Nima County. No, the thing is this. Tewa Gonglo understood that, look, while I go to CDC, my voters will not go to CDC. The Nimarians vote on travel land. Plain and simple. I know it's very difficult. Some of us, we're in a position where we can say anything we want to say because we don't have no fish in the oil. We're not going to run in 10 years. We're not going to run in 2029. We are investor. That's why my brother who establishing a political party, he watching his tune, what he would say, I'm not in a position so I can say anything I want to say and live by enjoy myself. nobody will come back and critique me or question me tomorrow. So that the sweeter part that I play on the show. Yes, is the thing. Either Gongo will, the only reason why she in those CDC, because her beef with Prince Johnson. She beat Prince Johnson before, and Ellie Johnson said he gave that election to Prince Johnson. Just by Prince Johnson giving her Nima County. That was the only reason. Because either Gongo will understand that calculation that low. Even if I go with my brother Tewa Gongo, Joe, we are not even win Nima County. I'm well, just maintain my relationship with the president because Nimarian will always vote for Nimarian. So Tewa Gongo understood that if I go to CDC, it's not going to make no difference. So that's why President we were not, and the CDC were not hungry for Tewa Gongo vote because they understood that they will lose Nima County anyway. So all they're trying to do is to maintain that number that they got, or even get one more. That's all. That's why now they're sending either Gongo were there and say stay there. If you can bring out, if you can add to that number, or just maintain that number we got. They're waiting to lose Nima County and still win the election. So Tewa Gongo vote or endorsement to the UP, it don't mean nothing because the man is the man from Nima County. He understood that very well that he was not going anywhere. They go on travel line like any other county. But let me say this because I stay in my time to this Mandingo issue. If you listen to our brother who just establishing his new party, when he said as soon you ask for the Mandingo, then he start bringing.
No, let me.
Okay. I will stop there. Go ahead.
Otavio, no, I don't want you to emphasize that the brother who are establishing a new party. No, they may have already established his party. We just introduce him as a standard bearer to that party. Yeah, so I don't want you to say that he's here talking about his party. His opponent, we're discussing political issue. He just told you people that he's a stand-up bearer.
No. If the man establishing a new party, then we got to start questioning the brother. Saying, I mean, we know now. No, tomorrow this man can be president, so yeah. He can't stand in heat now. Okay, so there is nothing off limit when it comes to him, because look, there is a stand-up bearer. Okay, so
I'm good. I'm cool with him.
Yeah, Steve got to understand that look, and Steve got to understand he in a different seat. He in a different seat than anybody on the show. There's a man who might lead our country tomorrow. We don't know, so we got to start. And we got to start questioning him. And when I even start to speak, because I want to know where he stand on issue, on abortion, on gay rights, and on all these things. And I ain't even ready for Steve yet, but I'm just saying, Steve cannot even tell us, Steve cannot even tell us right now when it comes to the Mandingo people, Steve calling about Guinea. Yeah, he's still talking about, when the Guinean, and the people came from Guinea, they can't speak English, and all that kind of thing. No, you see, but if I was talking about Pele,
the echo is too much. Hold on, Gilman. Steve, can you put your phone on mute? Okay, go ahead, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah. Okay, you see, I saw Steve went to start talking about the Mandingo. Where he went at? He went straight across the border to Guinea. They came from Guinea, and but they are like there's a question mark. That's what I'm saying. You do that. Most Liberian will tell you put in a shadow, say Mandingo man is not Liberian. So Steve right there now tell us that he said I got a problem when it comes to the whole Mandingo people issue, because now he's saying that it's a problem we got to.
No, Gilman, no.
So see that man, we can't do what.
So what kind of problem we got to solve? Don't waste my time. But I swear, say Mandingo man, they say when I cross the border to Guinea, and I know the Kenya, they can't speak English, but people accept them. What do you mean accept? So Steve got to understand that, look, Mandingo is a Liberian, and still a barrel like Steve got a problem with it, then that tells us that we have a problem in our country.
Wow.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Gilman. Here, let's welcome Malcolm. Malcolm, Pastor Dennis, please welcome
Yeah,
your friend Malcolm.
yeah,
And
oh, yeah. You tell the pastor welcome is small. Jeremy, you
The
know
milk,
what?
the milk and
Oh,
liver.
man, yeah, but I'll pay the fine. You're sorry, my people. You know what?
This is
Oh,
this.
man,
Marco, wait now. That welcome you. Wait. No, no. We want to welcome you to the platform. We know everybody in this country got one way or other. So gonna scare you total. Something we don't even count for in our on our list in our data, and we have to attend to them. So people come to the time.
eh,
It's
you are
not
pastor. Yeah,
come here. We started saying 9 o'clock. So we are going in depth into the discussion. We are discussing
yeah,
tonight. The
yeah. I appreciate you guys, my man. We gotta promote the platform, but yeah, gentlemen, I only gotta say sorry because we are time. You know, even in America, we work by time. So even though we're not being paid yet, but we gotta be, professional. So I want to say that, I'm sorry that I've been late. It's Saturday, it's Sunday, and I will take the wife to, a dinner. But we're on our way back home, but I can still join and, make my contribution. But I'm listening.
all right, thank you. Thank you, yeah. And you guys are absolutely right here. We volunteer, you guys are volunteering your time here. And sometimes the hours will conflict your domestic and business schedule, So, and, as long we have two or three panelists start the show here, we appreciate that here. But yeah, thank you, Malcolm. Thank you for your time here. Thank you, Pastor Sosa. Yeah, so moving forward here, we know, like Pastor Sosa said, we are, we gone an hour, close to an hour and a half here. We've been discussing the major endorsement and how important that will play out in the in the runoff election. So what we're going to do here is we're going to skip the rest of the candidates because I know most of them they are not popular household names. So let's move on to some political gurus. Let's move on to Henry Costa. Uh, do you guys think that Costa is up for something, or you think we are pretty much understand that the kid he knows how to play in his political ready, and what's up with Costa? Endorsing
well,
the
My, my, my,
let me
my
say this.
brother, can I speak to that? Say I
yeah.
just come here. I beg you, gentlemen.
Hold
Just
on,
because for the fact that I have worked with Costa to establish the first COP chapter
hold on,
in
yeah,
Minnesota,
Malcolm,
I
Where
would
hold on.
like
you,
to speak to that issue.
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
you will
Malcolm,
speak.
hold on.
I want to tell the moderator something.
Yes,
The moderator, there's one endorsement on our list that you should not overlook and pass by before we
okay,
come to
all right, go ahead,
that endorsement.
Okay. Do I
Malcolm.
have the floor now? Do I have the floor?
Wait, we're trying to establish the discussion before you come in, my man.
Hold on, you'll come in. Trust me, we'll give you time.
You've been on the floor for a long time. Just come in. The man pose a question. Ourselves, I the one work with the COP chapter chairman, we is
No, I
Maurice
want
Dugle
to save.
in
Let's
Minnesota.
save Costa
I
for the.
want to speak to. I want to speak to her because I have worked with Costa with the Unity Party.
Okay,
So I want to speak to Costa on this
Michael,
issue. But anybody can come in. If you guys give me
Mike,
the chance, I'll go ahead. But you
okay.
guys can let me know if you guys want me to go ahead.
Michael,
Pastor Dennis, go ahead.
Michael.
I listen to you,
Yeah,
Pape.
yeah, we are not saying you're not going to speak. What we're saying here, he said from the beginning, we're going to skip certain endorsement because they are not popular and go to Costa. So I'm trying to tell you, before we come to Costa, there are certain endorsement over there. You may think they are not popular, but they got a huge voter base. And one of the people happen to be Weston Kafini.
Oh,
Where's
you want to discuss Boston Affair?
So I'm just telling the moderator it is his right to
But
accept my question.
you cannot dictate to the moderator, man.
They show up very moderate until you king.
I
I
know,
see
yeah,
that.
yeah,
They
yeah,
went
yeah.
down
That's true.
discourage me. The message I just give because people are silent. People couldn't tell you that what is
Yeah,
true.
it's true,
The
Marco.
moderator want to bring up topic. That would you see my daughter said talking the same thing, my man.
Malcolm, let's get
But Marco, just wait. Yeah.
Just wait.
Malcolm, on a serious note.
So let's wait, Malcolm, please.
It is right. That one made me a panelist here.
Yeah,
It is right. Just okay, we hear you, but I choose that we move forward. I can't do nothing about it. He can also
you want to talk about Basanga Fede because he endorsed CDC?
Yeah, Marco, they show yeah, Marco, they show organized before you kill.
How you call it? AJs. If we cannot control the show to the point that I have to be saved because the war is listening to us. And that is why you observe when one person is speaking on the show, the rest are quiet. We cannot be cross-talking and attacking each other here. And you are the moderator. Because some of all the kind of forum or discussion, we don't have patience for it. Then we just one day tell you, say, hey, if you continue, then we'll have to take our exit on the show. But we cannot do that. We respect everybody.
You're always in your on the shows. I want to give me a chat. But you're in your feelings. You cannot be a man of God. You be in your feelings, man. Come on.
Malcolm, Malcolm, let's proceed. Malcolm, I'll come to you.
I came out and say sorry. You're joking, but you're taking this serious. I'm not a man of God. You cannot be, tolerant. Come on.
Malcolm,
They're not going to joke. Malcolm, the world is listening to us.
yeah, Malcolm, I beg you, let's.
Platform, yeah. There's a
Malcolm,
serious platform. This is our country issue discussing.
Nothing wrong. Why are you taking it personal now? You can say what you say.
All I'm saying to your feeling,
He's saying something you want to say.
guys,
But
can we proceed?
feelings. Come on. And I already said nothing yet. Why you getting your feelings?
Is that moderator?
Malcolm,
Moderator?
yeah.
Moderator, send the two of them stay accurate. Can we pause the two of them? Yeah, they may answer, they may respond to the man, they go stop. They calm down and we can start with them.
Steve, hold on.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because what for them?
Yeah, cut two of them, yeah. Let me get explain to that, then we can come back and then we start with that.
No, Malcolm, yeah, let's proceed. Malcolm has muted himself. I'll get to Malcolm. Malcolm, thank you very much. So, Pastor Success, go ahead on the.
I'm not saying nothing. I was just suggesting to you that all I was doing. It level you to accept and suggesting to discuss best finish. It level you for all to proceed. That's all I was doing. Nothing else.
You are.
Yeah, I knew.
Let's discuss Besson finish. Go ahead.
Simple.
Yeah.
You started with me?
Yes.
Okay. All I'm saying, like we said, and that is why I said day before yesterday, no, on Thursday rather, on the show again. The thing of Liberia tribal politics is a national issue. When the late Omer Councillor Charles Walker Bronsky was living, you can beat Liberty Party in any country, you will never beat it in Grand Basso. Because at that time they saw it as the Basso People Party. You go where you can't beat it in Grand Basso. All right. So that's just how our Liberian politics has been playing. Now, right now in Liberia, Basso have put up two major front runners for Liberia politics. Charlie and just coming, they are still children. Right now in Liberia, when you talk about Basso politics, you talk about Basso Gafine, you talk about Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence. They are the two major front runners. Now, for Nyomdi Kanga to sway to the United Party and could now win Grand Basso, that tells us that the Bazodians are not seeing the decision of Nyomdi to be in their interest. Because if they are seeing the decision of Nyomdi to be in their interest, though they voted Basso Gafine as a senator, because Nyomdi was not in the race as a senator, they were overwhelmingly vote United Party as there because or they will say our daughter is there. But they voted in a way that citizens won Grand Basso County. So that tells me that the Bazodians have resolved that They cannot go with the way of Nyomli. And again, even let's assume the Liberty Party that they see as their party. One of and they see their one of their son daughter is only child and what have you. They did not still vote Liberty or the ANC, quote unquote Liberty Party. They voted the CDC. So to see one of their sons who they voted overwhelmingly as a senator coming over, I think CDC going to pull more vote in Grand Bassa than they did in the first round. That is my honest opinion and view about the endorsement of Finney.
Thank you. Malcolm, what's your thought on that? Malcolm, are you with us?
Somebody got to take my time. I just got home.
All right, thank you. Malcolm is very busy right now. And Malcolm, I don't know what you are arguing for. You know that you're busy in your environment. Well, let's move on here. Let's move on here to Steve. Steve, are you with us?
I'm here.
Okay. Let us finish on my language the endorsement of
Okay, thank you again. I will again go to my brother who always pick my words, and maybe I will this time around take a time to address it a little a bit slow, so that Gilman can get me a more clearer on making my point. Like I said, Gilman, I'm ready. I wear the iron jacket already for every ratting that comes from every angle. I know the politics of Liberia. I know in media, I know how it plays, I know everything. When I begin my statement for the benefit of the audience, I said it is important. The endorsement of Lucini Camara to any political party is important because Mandingos are accepted in our society. And they are Liberian. They are Liberian. They got a number. And like I said, right now in our society, you cannot say Mandingo are not Liberian. No matter whether they speak English or not, but as long as they enter this country, I repeat myself again, as long as they enter the country and Mandingo existed here, when they come and enter the country, as long as they can speak English, they are Liberian. That's how it been from day one. So you can't say it now, you can't root it out now. That's what I'm trying to say to the public, that you can't root out the issue of Mandigos and don't say it's not important right now, or their endorsement is not important, because they got a majority of the population all over the country. So I'm saying, to answer your question again for the year, I don't have problem with the Mandingos in Liberia. LNDC is comprises of all trap. As I speak to you, Mandingos are part of this trap. They are part of the institution. They are people that I'm very close to too. They are also my friend. So I don't have no issue. Just for the area of the audience, those who view the show, I don't have no problem. I accept them because I know from my history, I know they are a trap in Liberia. It will question my abilities and my education. If I stand on the platform and say Mandingos are not Liberian, the first question will be: is it my educator? Does he read our service in Liberia? He knows our traps in Liberia. So indeed, to say they are Liberian, and there will be no day that I will come on the show and say they are not, or I have issue with them. I have no issue with them. Just for the benefit of the audience. So, we'll take a time like the last time, or the host said we will have a specific day or time for like 2 hours or 3 hours to discuss my platform, my ambition. So on that day, as Gilman will be there on that day, you'll be ready to fire, and we'll be able to answer these questions. I have faced a lot of questions, Gilman. This is not the first time. I have faced so many journalists. I can send you some of my interview. I got it on my phone. I can send it to you. You listen to most of the interviews from all over. A lot of questions and so many things we have said. But I have a one focus. My focus is Liberia is bigger than my ambition. And so we focus on our country. So indeed, to say it again, like my brother just said, President Kafine endorsement is important. I stand by my word and I remains on my statement that endorsement are value to an institution. Already, Grand Bassa County are get into the CDC government. So if a senator who is a seated senator of that county come back after Georgia have won Grand Bassa County and coming back again and say, I endorse Georgia, that is a clever indication that Grand Bassa will give a less vote to United Party this time around the second round. Because President Kafine is going to convince his people that trust him. Because in our Liberian politics, we always believe in individual moralities and prestige. So President Kafine have the moralities in that county to convince people to vote Georgia more than what they have done before. And that's going to take place in this election. And now, like I said the last time, these elections are critical. And the reason why it's so critical and because there are so many people, I can speak to you, the second round going to be more tense in campaigning than what happened in the first round. Because I've been watching a lot of guys, I've been going all over. I speak to you, Sekou or Carrasco, and all are now engaged in Mandingo communities. People are not going back in because why? If Georgia lose power tomorrow, Carrasco will not have that job. So Carrasco will do everything possible to win. If Georgia lose power tomorrow, trust me, Jonathan Koji will not get a job. So he will do everything possible for Georgia to win. So it becomes tense in the second round. It's more tense than what happened in the first round. So most of the endorsements are things that have been played and they will interplay politically. So endorsements in political party play a vital role, a very important role.
Before we go to I just audience. And of course, I just wanted to also thank you guys for our audience. Can you, yeah. All right, Steve is not there yet. We have a question for one of the audience here for Steve, but we will ask Steve later on here. So let's move on to Malcolm. Malcolm, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, my brother. Can you hear me too as well?
Yeah, you look sharp.
Yes, sir. I have to take the wife out. I work, very hard during the week. So weekend, Sunday, it's the wifey and children day. We just came from dinner. But
well, apologize to Pastor Sources now. Interrupting the man throughout.
My pastor, that man, I'm a man. I like this guy. In the ring of politics, everybody cannot be for you. So I like the spice that he brings to the show. So it's great. So I just love to respond to the pastor.
Yeah, but can we ask the audience question first to Steve before you come out? I beg you, brother.
Yeah, brother. Go ahead,
to leave the audience out. What are our audience that 2 or 3 people watching? We are building our audience on this.
Definitely. I'll me myself, you go ahead, brother. Just let me know.
Okay. So there's question for Steve. I think while talking about the Mandingo issue, Matthew Talley say, so what is the charge you are bringing to stop those guys from Malay who claiming to be a Liberian? If you are you become actually if you become president, what will be the charge you are bringing to those guys who from Malay claiming that they are Liberian?
Okay, this becomes an international issues or a cross-border issues or a.
We gave you 3 minutes, please, to answer that because we had to move to Malcolm. Thank you.
Yeah, let's also understand the fact that it's difficult to stop it, in the sense that now we are building up. Liberia just start building identifications, a process in our country where people need to have a citizen ID card in our country. So it's not overnight. Let people not see it like something going to happen overnight, or there's certain principle, or you're going to put out an ego of, because we are ECOWAS country. We will do cross-border business and transactions at every movement given time. So it's not an overnight thing that people should expect that when I become president tomorrow and say I'm announced, I'm going to close the border between Liberia and Guinea. That's not possible. We are ECOWAS country. And every leaders might strive to unite Africa. What am I saying in a nutshell is that to keep the unity of Africa together, and we should accept these people as our people. So the immigration law is going to be improved. We're going to improve the immigration law to make sure that we have a credible and a very can I say a patriarch, Liberian that will work in those areas in order to keep the differences between the foreigners and dollars a citizen. And you cannot stop it, because you need the foreigners, you need the aliens in your country. They also add to economics. When they come into your country, they sell. This is what we do in America here. Liberians are coming here. They are also improving the economies of the country. So there's no way that you can stop. People should not expect it to stop. What we can do is to revitalize the immigration law between a country and between Liberia and the country, to make sure that if you come, accept yourself as an alien, and the way to identify them is to create this identification process, and let's keep going it, and also have the kind of statistic, coming out in our country.
Thank you. Malcolm,
Yeah.
are you about?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
You are responding to the issue that was raised by Pastor Success here with regards to Western. Am I correct?
Yes. We want to target Basinga Ferry, but I want to, before I would like to, concentrate on the situation with Basinga Ferry before moving over to my brother here who had just spoken. So, Pastor, I respect, every man of God. Of course, we have to. But when it comes to politics, there's no pastor. I see you as an individual, as a Liberian. My response to your question is not because you are a pastor. No, I'm addressing you now as a citizen of the Republic, not as a pastor, because you have not convinced me as a religious man to address you or to see you I see you now as a regular Liberian, who is supporting George Weah to, be re-elected. And I respect, your path. But what we're going to say here is that in the case of Basinga Ferry, look, we don't have, you see, this is thing is a headache. It's difficult when it comes to Liberian politics to, convince the minds of people and telling them that your lives matter than politicians, because politicians that you are voting into power today, their case are doing extremely well. They can go to other parts of the world to, get any medical, attention that they need. Do you have that facility? No, you don't have that. And that's why we're saying that when you elect people into power, they should be able to transform your life. Like I said, all these people that you see in America that are speaking for George Weah, the pastor here cannot take his family back home to enjoy the benefit of George Weah, the good things that George Weah is doing. None here can take their family back home and say, oh, you know what? Screw America or screw the West. We all came into this country. I came into this country to better myself, to live a good life. Nobody is in America now because that they don't have a good life in this country. We all came here to benefit. Now, if we come to in this country to benefit ourselves, we shouldn't be selfish because we can afford, and our brothers and sisters back home cannot afford. But we want to elect individuals who are destroying the future of this country. We're not going to sit back. We appreciate you guys that sing hallelujah to George Weah. You as a pastor, your member in America, ask them how much money they send back home to take care of their family. and you said here and say that we should support George Weah. I not care about George Weah leadership. What I care or concerned about is what have it benefited the Liberian people? You are benefiting from every other Americans who their parents, great grands have lived their lives, their bloods, that you are enjoying the benefit of the United States. But you sit there because you got money, you can work, nobody gonna question you, your paycheck come on time. There are people in Liberia who working in 7-7. They are not politicians. They are not politicians. They are not politicians. They have family. They have wives. They have children. Your children go to good school in America, pastor, for God's sake. And you said, yeah, I read the Bible every day. No pastor read the Bible to me. I read the Bible. And no man of God in Liberia will tell me, say, oh, I'm going to give you 50,000 now. I'll support your family for me to be rich. No, I don't have PhD. But PhD holder, doctor degree holder, listen to me, to manage the network. That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of a life we want in our country. But you're set in America, you enjoy the benefit of people who have given a life of democracy, of good life that you enjoy today, that you don't want your people back home to enjoy. You want George Weah to be president and corrupt the system, enslave his own people using taxpayer money. There are people, George Weah was given job by the Liberian people. George Weah not elected. George didn't get out and say, oh yeah, being a president. He was elected by the Liberian people. Matter of fact, he was hired by the Liberian people. He is obligated to change and transform the lives of Liberian people. This is no joke. You want to take care of George Weah and his family? He's going to go back home Europe to his family. His sons going to be better. What about your sons and daughters? What about the sons and daughters of Liberia? That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about George Weah. We're not talking about tribal property, politics. We're talking about the future of this country. The generation. You might say we are dead. We are walking dead. I am fighting for my sons, for my grandchildren. I don't care. I don't know what you're fighting for. I'm fighting for my kids. You fighting for George Weah to benefit his people? I would take arm against George Weah. If he wrecked the election, if the Liberian people want George Weah to win, let him win. Enough is enough. So we can go into a French, territory and behave the way he behaving. You Liberians, I just don't understand. Take your family back home, pastors.
So why will you take arm against George Weah? Why can't you
allow the man, allow the man. Let the man propose.
I'm gonna speak, my people. This guy.
I was gonna ask you a follow-up question.
I said,
you beat the man in volleyball, you have to take arm against him.
I'm saying that. He don't want to listen to my voice, but I will tell you, Pastor, I challenge you to take your wife, your sons and daughters back home to enjoy the benefit of George Weah. I'm not being personal. I'm not telling you. If you want to tell people, our people back home, you live in America and enjoy the good life in this country, your paycheck come on time. There are Liberians who are not into politics. Their paycheck are not coming on time. They have families. Your government reduce the paychecks. Whether making $150 doing Manasaita, he said it was a corrupt institution. But guess what? They are not politicians. They are paying government before your very criminal Weah came into power. They have been serving this country.
You want back to the camera, man?
Please, you say I must talk. Let me talk. You are reducing them to nothing. Your government have reduced them to nothing. Your government are even tell them, say, oh, you know what? You in America, you pastor, do your employer tell you to go sit on the roll before you get paid, and you want to sit down and support a criminal who want to take advantage of our people? Liberia is not nobody farm. It's for the entire republic. Everybody should benefit. We are not sitting here for y'all to kind of sit down and bring out service. Who is Boss Ngafede? Boss Ngafede was tarnished. He was disrespected in Grand Bassa by George Weah. Do you remember 2020 when he ran against Yombi Kanga? He was disrespected by a very citizen. The Bazorian, I don't trust them. I'm from Grand Bassa. I always give great respect to the Southeasterner because I live among them. No matter all these people, They will always say around the sons, but the rest of the countries, they are not united. The South stands for their own, and I respect them for that. Where are you, Bazoran? Where are you from? You call yourself, where are you call yourself from? Are you not ashamed that South Islam have been ruling your country and they have not produced anything? We look at the track record. South Islam have been into leadership in this country. What have they produced? They are not producing anything. I'll give you the time, but you know what? You guys,
one more minute.
You are a man of God. You should be ashamed of yourself that people gave you the money. Because we know all our grandpastors take money from people. You take money from people, but you cannot help them. In the Bible, the pastors were being used by God to fight criminals. Criminality were in the Bible. We as a religious people, as we claim as Liberian, we don't practice the gospel. You sit there, you call yourself pastor, and talking about criminals who is degrading the people because he not troubling your children. I challenge you, take your children home to Liberia.
I don't understand why you're attacking the man's faith, but let the man respond. Yeah, I thought we were supposed to keep on the issues, but I don't want you to attack his faith because you don't know the man.
Let me. No, come back. He had to be. You were very visual when you were talking, so don't go behind the camera. Show your face.
Yeah, I go come back. Let the man respond now. But
man,
no.
Go ahead.
No, not the pastor time to respond. I'm time.
That pastor so
Ali, you were talking. We're all looking at you. Why you not happy? You can be eating. Why you talking? I mean, it doesn't matter. We want to see and respond to you. And thank you. Nobody can be eating. No problem.
No. The man can't be eating on the show. The man can't be eating. No.
Be on camera before you speak. Respond to listening.
Go ahead.
You know, AJ, when you selecting people for your show.
But Pastor Susan, let's discuss this behind closed door.
Thank you.
Yeah. You tell me.
That's why I wanted to come in. AJ, I wanted to come inside for the man. AJ, let me come in for the pastor.
You get the man the opportunity. The man took almost 10 minutes to attack me.
No, he didn't take 10 minutes. He took 7 minutes. I want you to
read. 7 minutes. I said almost.
No, go ahead.
To attack me, and I was very mute. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know my educational background. He don't even know nothing about my family. You sat here and nobody said any word. The man said what he wanted to say. And I want to respond that with the closed door.
But didn't I try to interrupt or interject and you told me to let the man speak? I told the man to keep on the issue.
No. What I'm saying.
AJ, not the pastor time to speak. And the problem, not the pastor time. The pastor was the first man who addressed the fitness issue. That was my time. It's not
you show that. Get him respect. I can speak.
Let him speak. But I will come back on the screen.
So, say that.
Go ahead, Pastor. Success.
Okay. Let me say this. What I was saying to you, we need to be very civil, respect each other. That's our religion or whatever. And I think this is Michael's second time. Michael came on the show the first day and attacked the entire Southeastern and called up criminals. When we told him to apologize, he was never apologetic about it. Tonight he came, he first attacked me when he came. You told him to apologize, he was never apologetic. He came back to do the worst. But let me just say this. Michael, go and do a research on me. Google my name, Google YouTube. I own business in Liberia, not just business. My 4 biological children that I born from out of my body lives in Liberia. Unlike you, who sit here and have nothing in Liberia, but you do things that will bring civil unrest in our country to the point that you stand on the platform and you tell them that you will take arms against a government. That's the kind of thing you want in our country, and we don't want it because our children are there, our family are there. All right, I got 5 children. Only one is in the US. The rest of the 4, they live in Liberia. I support them. I run my businesses over there. I'm an engineer, lesson engineer by the Republic of Liberia. I'm a safety specialist. I was trained as asset management and tracking specialist by the USAID. I'm certificated. Look, my family and myself survival live on what I do. I own a business in this country. I'm not working for anybody. I work for myself. So when you and this is just me, right? When I come across people, the first thing I try to do is to establish a relationship. And that is why I went on my post the other day. I was telling people, these people you scratching your neck for here, like acting there, you super Liberian, anybody, you're being everything pumping, and you try to degrade other people because you got political interest in certain individual. Joe, we have become president Liberia, not to heaven. Joseph Boga become president Liberia, not to heaven. Every in each Liberian will still have to work hard to make their life better. But we want a level playing field for our country. So if we don't start respecting ourselves as young people or a young adult and expect ourselves that the way the old political game of our country is playing is going to change, then we're making a great mistake. I was on a platform this afternoon and I told the group, I said, gentlemen, whether be a sedition, be a Liberian, we're talking about condemning people because they were on a Costa issue. I said, if we condemn Costa, Liberia as a whole in general, the thing of integrity, it doesn't matter. The white gamer said it doesn't matter to any Liberian. Because if integrity has mattered to Liberian, prejudice will not be our body politic. Grand Jida Kande just elected Tomo Yaya Nime, a former warlord of LPC. And not LPC, but model. He will not be. Joy Bode became a representative. Ronan Duo became a representative. Manoseli stood on the world media and said, destroy the executive marshal, I will build it. We made him president. Chatted up, they brought the war, the murder, I will kill our people. We made a person. Liberia don't look at integrity. And if we are young generation who got children growing up, want to fight there, we shouldn't come on the platform, you're behaving the way you're behaving. You leave the issue and you're attacking your friends, man. You think I got over 9 beginning a pastor? I was trained, went to school, well educated, I can boast of it. And that is why I enjoy what I'm doing. So your misbehavior towards me, it doesn't matter. We're discussing Western Garfield. You may have your political interest, which has respect. Why can't you sell your candidate? Why can you talk about the communists? And let me talk about the president we are, and we still coexist. Why Liberia always try to be antagonist? So your attitude on this platform doesn't even prove to me that you are civil. And that's how because when you go into power, all of Liberia still have to exist. Sedition will still have to exist. People from Africa will still have to exist. So if we can't coexist on minor things like this, you shock me tonight, my man. I just said, I'm like, is that guy really saver? Does he accept diverse views about people? Is he religious tolerance? You know, you talk about you got educated people coming to you for you to marry that network. Man said got educated people who call me and say, hey bro, I need an architectural design for my building. And I go on my computer and make money out of it. All right? So everybody who came from different background. But again, gentlemen, I'm sorry for going the way I'm going. We diverted because he came and tried to be personal. But I think that go back to what we were discussing. That discuss the candidates, that discuss the endorsement, and see what impact they will make in our election. So, Michael, you can choose to go the way you want to go. I don't really care.
And let me say
I'm not offended by your action. I'm not trying to let you know that as a young gentleman, you have to be saver, respect people's religion, respect people for who they are, and that's the only way you can make a better society. I hear you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Pastor Sosa. And Malcolm, to be honest, let's keep. We can have different perspectives.
Honestly, I respect you, my brother. But I want to say something. I want to say
I'll let you speak, but let me finish. And honestly, like I said, we are building a platform. Okay, the platform been around, but mostly engaged in social issues. Like wedding parties and stuff. So these guys and we I reached out to them because you guys are Okram on Liberian politics. So I wanted, and the platform, people respect the platform in the Midwest, and the platform is expanding. So they said, can you have a segment on national politics because mostly you talk
I
about social issues.
will do
No,
that. I respect your
let me,
platform. I
my,
respect. Yeah.
hold on, I'll give you time to opine. So I mean, I reached out to all you guys, not only Pastor Sources or Steve or Gilman or Augusto, even you, Malcolm. I reached out to you because you said you've been following me and you came on the platform the other day, and your argument was legit. It was balanced, even though you were taking side, but. We want to keep it civil. We can disagree to the fullest here. The Pastor Sources said we can bash the issue, we can attack the issue, but let's us not attack each other because we don't know each other. We are getting to know each other on the platform based on our intellectualism, So let's be able to attack the issues. Let's keep it civil. Let's respect each other. So Pastor Sosa feel offended and better.
Yes.
From body language and stuff, you're attacking the man personally. Let's just keep on the issue. And the man said, keep on the issue. You can bash the candidate on the issue, but let's kind of respect each other here, brother, please.
Yes, I appreciate you, my brother. I respect your platform. You brought me on the platform, and um, everyone on the platform and the rest of the Liberian people. I would like to say that we have our own path, and as a Liberians, I want to going to take 5 minutes and I will just listen to the show because the pastor here already said that when you're bringing people on your show, but the show is not meant for you know wherever you say that should be in your favor. The show is a political show. If you're not into politics,
Remember, why you bring the man? Why you brought Michael on your game, my man?
Yeah,
Now
but
you prolonging it. No, my
because
man.
let's move on to Gilman now.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. The two people having dialogue, and you see you want to stop it. Yeah.
I take time. We are saying that you can take my time. I want to go and say something to the pastor, to the men of God.
No. We don't want to go back and forth. Then if you finish saying something, then the pastor gonna say something too.
Because
Then the pastor gonna say something.
If you want to,
Yeah, man, it's okay. That game on go. That give it a game on.
man, there is a problem because you know what? As a politician, we take side. He have his side, I have my side. If I speak my side, he cannot be mad with me if I speak my side.
that's the issue.
I'll defend my state.
Then,
You defend
then
I
when
will-
you, yeah, Michael, then when you finish to the pastor too gonna take he only 5 minutes too. You say, okay, we don't want to do that, Michael.
Let's
Yeah.
move on. Thank you.
I'm not gonna respond to me either.
Gilman,
I'm not gonna respond to Michael anymore on this show.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Sosa. Gilman, let's move on here. I have another question here because now we are exhausted our time. So I'm going to give the audience and you guys additional 20 more minutes because we have an important stuff we have to discuss. The Costa, the Benedict Uri, and all the stuff we have to discuss that. So let's move to that last issue here, So Gilman, yeah, so we have a major endorsement here, a former ally to Joseph Boakai, Benoni Yuri, his daughter, Helen Costa. They had a huge press conference endorsing WIA. So, is this a shock, and how significant or what impact this going to play on during the run-up?
Yeah, thank you. Before I go to the Benana Yuri, the endorsement, let me say something. 1 minute.
Okay.
Look, you see, you cannot be an emotional person and discuss more, especially Liberian politics. You cannot. And you see, the both people in our country, they destroyed our country. You see, the both people, Michael and the pastor, two of them get degree. But look what we're getting here. And that's why I said the pastor should pause and let me come in. Pastor, you have all right. You say you're a man of God, which of course I will take your word for it. When Michael attacked you, your goal was to pray for Michael and move on. But you also went your last minute. I expect that to be your first minute, where you let it go and move on. So I'm appealing to you again. You be the mentor on the show because well, just happened between you and Marco. It will be more than that. So I'm begging you, I'm appealing to you. You be the one to set the stage and set the tone for us to bring us down when we're going astray. Because of your position, I'm begging you, please.
Thank you.
And you see, okay, so let me go to it. So Bernard Ure, look, Bernard Ure party, we already know that. that party will not going to Justin Yimapwaka. And it was not strange to some of us. Bernard Ure was betrayed by Justin Yimapwaka. Henry Costa was betrayed by Justin Yimapwaka. Killer Ure invested a lot into Justin Yimapwaka. And Bwaka, who have some problem when it comes to credibility, knew exactly that family were not voting for him. And Bernard Ure party.
Gilman, let me say something quick while you're speaking. Because of time have been far spent, so this is the last segment here. So we'll give you 5 minutes, then 2 minutes for your closing. So altogether you have 7 minutes.
Okay, thank you. So I stay in my fire. Yeah. So so every sound Liberian know that Bernard Ure was not going to. It's a family. It's a family party. That's not an institution. It just registered on the book as an institution, but that's a family thing. They were never coming to support Joseph Yimapwaka based on the treatment that Joseph Yimapwaka have given to these people. So, I mean, it's not a surprise. And look, it's not a major thing like endorsement. No, it will not make no difference. And the relationship between George Weah and Bernard Ure, that relationship is dead, and they went way back. So it will not change. Because Bernard Ure is businesses he got in the country. The politics is interest. That's why I feel for a lot of the supporters on Facebook or in Liberia that these people that we call politicians, these people that you support, they are not enemy. You out here scratching your vein and creating enemy with good people. For the same people that go midnight and eat from the same restaurant, drink from the same bar, and you yet caring yourself for them. They are not enemy. And that's the same way Bernard Ure own businesses in the country that have been protected by President Weah. But you're kidding yourself for both of them. So that was not anything surprise for people like me. Now, let me say this. Liberia about to see a shift when it comes to our politics. As long, I said this on my platform years ago, as long Joseph Yimapwaka, more especially President George Weah, in the discussion to become president, would never discuss issue. It will always be on popularity and love. There is nowhere on this planet in your mind, there's no difference between President Weah and Joseph Yimapwaka. My brother Michael said something. Look, I don't support both of them, but I in favor. I rather settle with Weah for one reason. My brother Michael said something. He said, "We in this country, we left Liberia. We can't go home, or we left from there because of the suffering of our brother." Then that question, somebody sitting down, someone want to ask Michael, "How long you been in the country?" And you been here since maybe 12 years ago. It means you left Liberia when Joseph Yimapwaka was in office. So why you left? That means the country had a job there too, which of course is wrong. But and you just came, then you make the argument. If Joseph Yimapwaka can escape the country for medical checkup, that tell you that he never left something in place or put something in place, knowing that himself will want to benefit from that system. And you entitled to say what you want to say, but you're not entitled to the fact. Joseph Yimapwaka's son is working in job we are government for the past 6 years. Why he never resigns to the country back? So these things, when we're talking these things, I mean, we should take emotional. We should not be emotional when we're talking. Let's put the country first. When you discuss Liberian politics, when you take party from there, when you take personal feelings from there, emotional feeling from there, you will see the country from a different place and you will know how to discuss it. If that's why the Liberian people will continue to suffer, because just the thought that Joseph Nyiman Boaka can become president is a scary thought. Just the thought. Just, it's not to say he dead. Just the thought. You dream him away. It's scary. It's the same way a president will. How in this world you will give a man 6 years? So and if you look at the damage that Joseph Nyiman Boaka caused to that country, the gay group of 77 money, the crippled people, the handicapped, he ain't worth $2 million a year. But you can't see one kitchen. You can't see where Joseph Nyiman Boaka spend that money. If Joseph Nyiman Boaka just said he's a kingmaker, he got wisdom, I know he's a godfather. If Joseph Nyiman Boaka cannot control the CPP with 200 people, how can he control 5.something million people? Are you comfortable living Joseph Nyiman Boaka with your 2-year-old that can run around and be jumping on tower? Or are you the time Joseph Nyiman Boaka take to sleep? We don't need that kind of person right now for that country. Can Joseph Nyiman Boaka be inside and come out of Sunday? No. He can't make it. Mentally, he's not ready. Physically, he's not fit. Morally, it's not there. But anybody, sound Liberian, that will look at a country like Liberia and say Joseph Nyiman Boaka should be president for it, I look at you different. That means you don't love the country. So let me take my 2 minutes to close.
Go ahead.
My fellow Liberians, look, I supported Arizona Cummings because I work for him. I'm not a member of ANC. Everybody know that, to be president. And now Arizona Cummings is not in this race. But somebody that well known as a businessman in this country, well known businessman, as every decision I made is a business decision. Every decision I made is a business decision and interest. I've been doing my business in Liberia, buy land, sell land, loan people money, sell coal, sell rice for 6 years. I went to Liberia 3 times in 1 month. Nobody, somebody who criticized President Weah, the country is safe. So based on that, I know that that country can do better if in the hands of President Weah, but not just Nyiman Boaka. My 1 minute. Because if you look at the people that are around Boaka, these are people that got student loan in America. They got mortgage in America. And they're waiting now to go back with all the degree. With all the degrees they say they got in this country. So you can't go in the private sector like me. You can't go in the private sector like Remy. Why are you only going there for government job? So if you're electing Joseph Nyiman Boaka, you should consider all those things. That the people in this country, while all of them has claimed they got degree, they educated, they subject rate agreement, everything in line, why are they running away? Sit down here and work, do your 2 jobs and pay your student loan. Sit down here and work and pay your mortgage. Our country is not the elephant meat. That's why when you find 98% of the people that are supporting Joseph Nyiman Boaka, majority of them get student loan, car loan, and mortgage. And we should not allow Joseph Nyiman Boaka anywhere close to our executive mansion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gilman. Here we're going to hear from Steve his closing statement. We're going to give Steve 7 minutes to 5 minutes to respond or to any of the things that he heard tonight. Then 2 minutes to wrap up. But yeah, Octavius, thank you for your advice here to Pastor Success and Malcolm. I really appreciate that, brother, from the bottom of my heart. So, Steve, fire up.
Okay, thank you, guys. It's good. Again, I will say to my brother Malcolm, the last time we told you again that the statement of, demonizing the Southeasterner was not good. He didn't say, okay, I take it back. Although that could be the fact, but on the national stage, he said, okay, I take it back. Good gentlemen. That's how we go, that's how we roll. And tonight again, you went too personal. So you were so emotional. And sometimes intellectually, it's not good. Sometimes they can nail you for those things. So next time let us all be no matter how it touch you or not. My man Gamer start hating me already. He start picking my word and small. But he's a nice guy. All of you guys are very brilliant enough. So we have to sometimes, slow down. Yeah. Let us a bit slow down with our emotion and then move on. But let me come to Liberia in general. Maybe some of you guys have not really been around Liberia or understand how Liberia play. I have not spent more than 3 years in the US yet. No. My whole life I spent is in Liberia. My family, my wife, my children, everybody in Liberia. Not one person here. And I served in Liberia as president for the Microfinance Network of Liberia. I won the election. I was inaugurated at President Baptist Church, sponsored by Central Bank, the government. During the time of Madam Sally, during the time of Mayor June as governor, the ambassadors of America sat in that inauguration program, and other dignitaries were there. I did Liberia risk management, and I got those photos. Sometimes we display them. So when people come up on national stage, like listen to people like I'm not being part of these politics. I decided to stay. I don't want to be branded by anything. So, but I gave my kind of opinions and as analysts to analyze how the politics play in our country. Liberia, if Liberian will today say that they are suffering, then their suffering is caused by Georgia 6 years. One question sometimes that can buffer me as lay down in at bed and I don't sleep is, how old are you? What was your achievement in the next 5, 6, 7 years before Georgia 6 years? Okay, let's deduct Georgia 6 years from your total year. What have been your own engagement or your own achievement? Liberian people will not tell you. Do you know how many Liberian was employed by Omeo? And when Omeo were closing from Liberia, they put out a bid for people to apply. My company applied, Agency for Safety and Rural Development Aid. We applied to give entrepreneur training to all local staff for Omeo. How many of them get business after that training? Not one of them. As soon as they pay them off, some of them they were beyond girlfriend, some of them travel, some of them don't care. They were in the club until money blew up. The 3 people today say they're suffering. They were working. Get eyes some of them. Where have you been working before? When they call their salary need, you tell them you still suffering. Some of them they don't even care for their own wife at home. They were sleeping out with girlfriend. They were renting houses, renting motel. Forgetting to know that they don't have an exit plan for every job that Liberia ever been doing. No exit plan. Money finish, job finish, done. Liberia man. Typical Liberia man. Money finish, job finish, it done. I will tell you at that time, can we analyze? When Mayor June was dishing out money to VSLA, Village Saving and Loan Associate, when Mayor June had that program that they dish out money from Central Bank during early government time, and they were loaning marketeers all over Liberia. Have you not heard about it? But today, where the money? Even the money they take from Central Bank, the Liberian people never pay back. We have almost 35 microfinance institutions that I serve as president for. And they took loan from Central Bank, do a research. Some of them never pay that money back from Central Bank. But where are they today? Nothing they have for themselves. All the money, early sport, the middle sport, beyond Liberia, nothing. This is where the war move came from. Movement for economic empowerment came from Mayor June loan. But how many of them succeeded from those loans today? Iceland, before Georgia came 6 years, how many of them succeeded from those loans? No one. Are you holding somebody responsible? When I my microfinance institution were giving money to business people, LeBron Megan, when they go for loan, when they get a rentage on their bike, the lender want to put them outside. They were allowed to go to the microfinance institution and say, I want their loan to sell. Forgetting to know when you take the loan, you got to pay the money back in the principal, you will stay with you to manage your business. But if they have rented problem, they will go to the microfinance institution and say, I want loan. When you say, okay, we'll do vetting to come and check your business, they will go to their sisters or their brother in the market and say, let me use your table, let me send them your table. When the people can't see it, they say that I'm been here. When they go against small thing. Do you know how many Liberians loan from Asset Bank, bruh, and ran away to go trying to go buy on the gold money area, took loans to sell. Therefore, Liberian problem is not an individual. It's not overnight situation like this. Somebody get imposed on people. Let us be careful. Let us do a lot of research on how the country is going plummeting into suffering. Before we try to blame people of your own responsibility as an individual. How many senators, say we've been voting representing a senator in the house, how many of them have businesses, farm, that they are employ young people to go work on their farm to pay them? Get name the type of senators that have been going there, representatives. How many ministers ever establish a business that you take one Liberian lady and say go work? The only thing they do to them is sleep with them. The suffering of our country is not imposed on Liberia. It is because Liberia has still not grabbed the concept of entrepreneurship. We are not grabbed the concept. Today, people crying, we are suffering the country, we need to go back. General Baga become president tomorrow. The very young guy will be in the club from night to day and night, day and night, day and night. General Baga feeling there will still be nothing in that country. Nothing, absolutely nothing in that country. Because we mentality in our mentality, we are not built. And when your brain is not built, you cannot develop a nation. And that's why we need to look for people who will think above their interest and their satisfaction and think about Liberia.
I have 2 more minutes left.
Therefore, I'm saying in short that sometimes we have to be a little bit objective with reasons and sometimes facts of how these things are imposed on people. Because suffering cannot be imposed. Because I never ever read about Joshua that he closed businesses down, but he built market. So why are we not selling? Why? He built a market. He didn't close market down. Joshua is okay, go to school. I get tuition free. People go to school. So why are you not going to school? So let us first all look at our past and see whether this suffering that people are talking about today is imposed or is something that we ourselves create on our own life. But you see, Liberia needs a reform policy, and those are things some are all working on now. A policy that will guide the nation to success. The great America live on loan. Everything you do in America, you got to take loan. You want to go to school, you take loan. You want car, you take loan. You want money, you take loan. You get a credit card because that loan you got to pay back. If you don't pay, they make sure that you suffer in the consequence. And those are the consequences some of us are praying for to work on and introduce kind of policy in our country, so that business people will get money. I bought car 2 different times. Give it to somebody, said, drive my car. That was the biggest mistake I ever made to Liberia, man.
1 more minute.
I bought car. Yes. I beg you, or AJ. People are listening to us.
Yeah. I
so,
know.
Yeah. So my party coming in the 2 minutes. My party coming.
You got 1 minute, Steve.
Okay. No problem. No problem. So, let again our next show, let be a bit friendly with each other. Right. And especially for me, I'm also watching you guys. I'm on a show, but I'm picking points from people. I'm sucking out people. I'm not just one members. Right now, we're not looking for members. We're looking for people who will think about our nation, who will bring new policy, a new ideology, a new, a new direct, or thought of our nation that will transform it. Those are people right now LNDC is looking for, so that we can sit and make a policy statement, so that we can sit and put a nation into a documentation, so that we can go in the government with a technical know-how. We don't want to go to the government with a blind mind. So let us understand our nation functions and the way things work. Before today, we come to it. So in short, I'm saying again, in our political ground in Liberia, it's important for people to endorse people. When people endorse you, it means that it adds a lot of value to you than any other thing. So we shouldn't underestimate those endorsements, especially people that endorse the government with their numbers they have. Look at the number of representatives that want a seat for CDC. Look at those senators that CDC already have. Look at some of the independent candidates. They want to align with the government so that the government get into power, they'll be able to recommend their brothers and sisters into the government. You think those kind of negotiation is not ongoing?
Thank you, Steve.
So thank you guys for the show. We pray that next time we'll come here, let love one another, let's speak with love. Let our tone be a little bit moderate, and let us discuss some issue that will make us. We'll see one another tomorrow. We'll say, brother, hi. I do, bro. We are good. I will always be here with you guys as your servant. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Steve. And Steve, you are right. Let's continue to push the show. You guys are all intelligent. The show. That's what the show. I always tell people the show operate within the scope of informing our viewers, being very interactive, entertaining. So the show is operate on a triple constraints. That's the larger of the show. That's how the show is modeled. That's the objective of current situation media. Operation on a triple constraint the scope of. We are informing our people. We are being very interactive, and we are entertaining. So let's stick within that scope. And I really appreciate the thoughts and the advice. So let's go to Malcolm here. Malcolm's going to get his closing statement here. We're going to give Malcolm the same amount of time with you guys. 5 minutes and 2 minutes to wrap up.
Yes.
So the 5 minutes here, Malcolm can pretty much respond, or you can talk about the endorsement from Henry Costa and Yuri and
I will come to Henry Costa, but I want to address my brother because
but remember that you got a total of 7 minutes. So I don't want you to go over your 7 minutes.
Yes, definitely. And if over, let me know. I will stop. Okay. I just want to discuss things that matters to me. So I want to first, if anybody, look, gentlemen, you cannot come on the picture. You cannot be realistic. You guys are being unfair. You cannot come here and propose just we are, and you are coming to kiss out. I'm not going to be a fan. If you want to come here as a neutral panelist, I'm not going to attack you. People are me attack you. I'm not attacking you in a negative, form, in a positive way. Make a point, because when you can't speak about my political, you.
Okay. Hold on here, Michael. Steve, can you put your phone mute?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Quiet, Malcolm. Again, like I said, I'm not going to speak according to your rhythm. We're on a political platform. You're here to preach or to market your political leader. So I'm here to market my political leader. So if you come here and in your feelings, I'm sorry, this is not the right platform for you. We are here to speak about our people and what affect our people, not about your individual that you support. I support Liberia, not individual. Even my support with Joseph Boga, I have been I told you guys that I work with, when you look at Costa page, go on Costa page, I'm one of those that the government threatening. I funded the first COP chapter in the diaspora, not just in America. So Costa, he's a pimp. He have been living at his Costa and Morris owe me money for paying your phone bills. And you guys say you're gonna change Liberia and you want to put more on Joseph Boga. It will say yeah and say this, that. Costa got numbers. If Costa had numbers, you should be happy. His father UA. Bring out UA. ALP, right? Costa from ALP. Where is ALP? What were the road in the first round? We want to discuss people that matters. People that means well for the Liberian people. Who is our Costa? Costa live at the expense of Liberian people because he spoke against the government. You think the CDC trust Costa? They are CDC even demonstrating right now. For Costa coming on board, Costa coming on board, he has received more money. They are qualified citizens. They have worked for the administration, the Costa. They have contributed a lot to this government that the government had neglected. Costa had destroyed the government. And you say, oh, it's a plus. Costa got numbers. Costa was only implanted. The most ability to come and destroy the CPP who are hereby, on a standby to rescue this country. We know there are criminals on the rescue team to antagonize, the whole leadership process. But we are aware, politics is not enemyship. You got to negotiate. You got to, work with people. By the end of the day, what matters is the Liberian people voice, the voices of the Liberian people. My brother, we don't want job in Liberia. We are here to speak and do well in Liberia. When we go to Liberia, we want to work with our little brother and sister and say, look, I want to eat. They shouldn't be depending on people in the diaspora. And that's the problem in Liberia. You talk about Boys and Gafete. I already stressed on Boys and Gafete. Look, Boys and Gafete got 40% of the vote. Maybe I would say more than 40% of the vote in Grand Bassa. And out of the 40%, he received 20% vote, 20,000 vote. I say 40,000 vote total, but he received 20,000 votes from CPP. He had neglected the CPP. I brought him into power. The Bazoan, Joshua. Do we remember before the election that Joshua spoke against Basangafere? The Bazoans stood with him and said, you know what, you will not talk to our son nowadays. But Liberian politics is just crazy. We're talking about people to transform people's life. Look, you're doing great in America, that's great. When I speak about doing great in Liberia, I want to speak about doing my business. How to go, I know how to go to minister and get $20,000 to establish my business as a Liberian. Foreigner need to do that bullshit. Sorry for my expression. Foreigner need to do that BS. That's my frustration. No Liberian should go to another Liberian to negotiate to do good in a country. What are you talking about? Yeah, and you say we shouldn't talk about in our feelings. Look at the other man talking about saying from ANC. The ANC man who left, I want him to come back. Let me speak to him. And is Zanakumi come back?
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Right? I may speak to you, my brother. I respect you a very lot, a whole lot.
Malcolm, let refrain from using profanity on the show now, please.
Yeah, if I say BS, you guys, I'm sorry. You guys don't want to be on the show again. That's fine. But I'm here for my country. I'm here for individual. And the rest of the parties are here for individual. If we want to discuss politics,
nobody said that we don't want to bring you on the show. We need
political leader. There's no neutrality. There's no everybody is outside. This man is for CDC, the other person is for CDC. So we shouldn't play that game yet. Yeah, and I'm going to come in and submit to CDC. You're not going to be on a platform, on a political, a platform where ANC people going to say, bad mouth a political leader. CDC is going to bad mouth a political leader. He said, I can't speak. I have to speak. No matter what they take it. Even if I speak in favor of my political leader, they will not take it like me. I'm not being, unstable yet. I don't for anybody. I work in corporate America. I don't work in factory. So for the matter of fact, I'm a stable man. You gotta work. I work and deal with a lot of stuff. Technical. That man, who talking about say he's not a real estate.
I watched a given, a show. He said he proclaimed to be a technical person in the IT field. I want to challenge him as a technical person. That's my feed. You guys are in my feed. I want to challenge the ANC men who are supporting George Weah here. Who went to real estate? I want to challenge it because I'm a technical man in the IT field. I want to challenge it.
They are told anything about IT. I say I'm a private real estate investor.
Let me speak.
Yeah, but don't misquote me. I'm still here, but you misquoted me.
Yeah,
Let me
now you're
attacking. You know, speaking about Liberia.
Yeah. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't address when you address me as this man, I'm not this man. You know my name. You follow me on social media. I said I'm a private real estate investor. And people know. But I never mention my IT because you know what? I'm not working in it. I'm not making money from it, so I don't even discuss it.
Brother, this is gonna be great. This is great for the show. It's not about being, Sonny. You don't want to bring people on the show who will just be on one side and no. I'm here. I know what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to target these people there. This man spoke about he's not a real estate man. But we know in America, you know what? You got to go to other path where you get your money from. But if you're a technical person, I want you to speak with me on a technical basis. I want to speak to you. I want to survive with him on that because that's my area. That's what I know. And in that area,
I never mention IT on this show because I'm not working in it. I said I'm a private real estate investor. Private. That means I buy and sell and rent.
I want to speak.
We have to get to for 7 minutes too.
But don't misquote me, Marco. Don't do that, Marco. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Please.
I got too much respect for you. Don't do that. Yeah.
Okay? You can't debunk. But we're gonna say the show I'm here to promote my brother. Okay? But on the promotion of the show, we should be neutral. It's a political show. You're not gonna come here and speak negatively about political and I'm gonna sit by and say, oh, and sing Kumaya. No. You are presenting your case, I am presenting my case. Why are you having problem with me? I'm not being uncivil yet. I'm not talking about fighting anybody. The country that you live in, they fought on the basis of democracy. You know how many wars? Look at in Israel. You guys speaking here. You see how many people die in Israel and in Pakistan? Nobody is speaking of that. These are politics. It's all about interest. You have your interest. I have my interest. Let me speak, and you speak. And we go on that. When you win, you win.
Don't attack nobody personally. Don't attack nobody. That's the problem. Don't attack nobody personally.
Let me wrap up things that I have another a project I have to work on, and I have to Pastor Sosa have to get.
Let me have my time. This guy have time. I'm not even spoken 3 minutes. May have been interrupting me. All right. He started what political leader. Why can I speak? Is there a political prof? If we're gonna be neutral on the show, nobody should count on politics. Let it be neutral. But if you're gonna kind of speak about CDC, I must speak about United Party. If you're gonna kind of speak about ANC, I must speak about United Party because you know what? I'm not
speak about the party, but just don't attack anybody. Speak about the party.
We should say, but you're not gonna say, oh, you having a political show, and you got people just speaking on behalf of CDC, and you don't have a neutrality. You have to have a neutrality. Okay? They have spoken. They have said the worst thing about our political leader. We should be able to respond to them. It's not, I'm not asking anybody, I'm not fighting anybody. Why am I here to say, oh yeah, I fight somebody?
In 1 more minute now, let's move to the next man now because I have to end the segment because I have other projects. You have time. We going 35 minutes in our 2 hours.
Prayer project, my brother. But this is the thing, my Liberian people, right? In Liberia, we have people sit here in America doing nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. And I will say, I'll be on the show, but I'll tell you now, there are a lot of Liberians who on the show here who profess to be educated and they knows better they came from different platforms. They are never succeeded in a path, and they want to decide our election. We are here to decide and determine the future of our generation. We are gone. We are dead. We have nothing to contribute to Liberia. But we have to stand up for the generation that are going to come in. And we hear people on the show here supporting people who are, I ain't got time for Josh Weir. Josh Weir should be able to do the right thing. We should be able to support our people, do the right thing, bring in investors. Not because somebody did wrong, that I mean, the CC government shows to do wrong. If you nobody did wrong, I agree. You nobody did wrong. So does that give the right for CC to do wrong? That you guys are sitting here and say, oh, people have done wrong before. So it's okay. It's not okay. As a Liberian, it's not okay for me. I have children who don't want to even be a political leader, but I would be happy enough if any of my sons and daughters want to be a political leader in Liberia that will transform our country. Look at Ghana. Look at Sierra Leone. Look at our other country. They have private democracy. Do you see Liberia going in free time to go vote? That we're supporting the nonsense? We shouldn't be not the nonsense. We have people from other countries to come into our electoral process to bring chaos.
Thank you, Michael. Let's move forward to the last person now, but thank you very much. And Michael, one thing I noticed from the beginning of the segment, you are one of the persons I respected time. You are always on time. You know, when I say 3 minutes, you pretty much talk within 3 minutes. 5 minutes, you pretty much talk. Because the show is 3 times a week. So if everybody can express that thought tonight, we still got Tuesday and Thursday. We on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So, but thank you very much. I know tonight you are a little bit intense, but thank you for your input as always. You know, we want to keep the show going. So
I will shout you the Margaret, man. I will shout you the Margaret, man, next week. Let
hear from Pastor Sosa. Pastor Sosa, you got
yeah,
something. So in your
I might not even go 7 minutes. No. I'm just a bit.
All right,
I'm just a bit.
Just give me 2 minutes.
No, hold on, Gilman.
Yeah, when Elio, I'll give it to you, but how to start? Yeah. I can give it to you, then you go and solve my minute.
Gilman, hold on. Let Pastor Sosa, when you finish, then we'll give you an additional 2 minutes or everybody 1 more minute. But
let me say this. By the time I end it, I'll be leaving because I'm going on another platform. But let me say this.
But let me ask you the question, the last question. While you can add everything you're closing. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You see that most citizens, they are not happy on this endorsement from the All Liberian Party here, you know, including Henry Costa and other and Ure.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
But most citizens are not happy. Some of them are like, this is bad for the party. This is bad
right now.
It's my turn, gentlemen. It's my turn.
Can we give Pastor Sosa his time, please? Go ahead.
And if you observe me, or how you call it, or AJ, you can even be tearing me into pieces. I will be mute until you end.
I noticed that.
At one person, the way God have brought me up, He brought me up in a way that I'm tolerant to other people's opinion and their view about my life. I had a class that I was teaching. I'm talking about the university level. And I was teaching engineering mathematics, the fundamental of engineering mathematics, how to read tape rule, how to do calculation and other stuff. I had one old man in my class. I mean, old man, and young man, he was almost like going to his 60. So one day I called him personally and I said, Papi, why you decide to come back to school? He said, I'm punishing myself for what I should have done yesterday that I did not do. So my children can see me to know that while they are in their young age, they don't do what they're supposed to do for themselves. And that touched me up to today. I live with it. You know, we will never experience change in Liberia until we Liberians decide to change. Let me use Game as a reference. Maybe he has forgotten. When I established my business in Liberia, and I knew that Game was into real estate, building people's houses in Liberia, I reached out to him. I said, hey, Game, I opened a couple of black factories in Liberia. And with the way I was doing it, People are buying from me in the diaspora, and I call my people in Liberia, they supply. And Gamer called me. There was here one lady who was on the phone. I think I have one of his partner. They called me and we had a conversation. Maybe he forgot it. I dare trying to bring it also, it can reflect him. The reason I'm bringing that up, I was not running my business like bro. I picked a young guy, and they begin to day up to today as I speak to you. He's still a strong supporter of the Unity Party. Very strong supporter of the Unity Party. One day I will have you bring you on the show and he will tell you. My guys from the CDC got argument. You have probably you left for you when you opportunity not empower or you empower your opposition. I said no. It's not about opposition. The man is a Liberian. He had the expertise, and let me give it to him. Guess what? When I left from here and went to Liberia, and I decided to go do a special on my business and know how far he has gone, my people will be surprised. I was strongly disappointed. Frustrated. Why am I using this scenario? From the 80s, the 70s, we are always being agitated against government. It has not made any change. We had the Red Riot, 1989, people died, it did not bring change. We jump in the bush, we destroy our country, we are not getting the change that we want. Because you know why? The change starts with us as individuals. When we go to work and take pay, do we come home with that money and say, oh, my wife, my children, this they pay for the month? No. We pass to a girlfriend place. We pass to one shop and take one bottle and bring a little portion that will not sustain the family for the next week. And then when we go back to work, we want to do extracurricular activity to augment what we made money during the period of that time. And that goes from family to community to the nation. If you like, and believe you me, if you like, change government and keep the same attitude of Liberia, Liberia will remain the same. More joy we are, bring Joseph Boakai with the mentality of Liberia, Liberia will remain the same. So I think what we're supposed to be doing, people that, my brother Michael, who claim he's well educated, he's an IT specialist, he's cyber intelligent, beautiful. Bring your expertise. I'm from the background of engineering and a safety specialist. I'm a wind technician. All right. Let me bring my expertise. Gamer from the private sector is an entrepreneur. Let him bring an expertise. Let's prepare a national, or development goal for our country for the next 20 years. And let's forget about this crazy thing called platform and political parties are breaking. And let's foster and hold our legislator to the feet that they should make that particular framework document a law that anybody comes to power will hold you by those, things that Liberian people want. Because the politicians globally, they are not honest to each other. They are not honest to ourselves. The endorsement of Costa, I'm not going to, no citizen is disenchanted because Costa endorsed President Weah. No, that is not true. But if you ask me, is there something I'm thrilled about? It doesn't excite me? No.
But that's why I just said. I said most citizens, they are not even happy of that.
They are happy. You know what they are happy?
No, most citizens are not happy.
No, they are. I'm from the CDC.
Susan.
CDC.
Susan, and for Australia, she's mad because you know how many poor costs insulted I get for Kosa. Kosa had denigrated the government. He destroyed the government, and you got happy. He can't work.
So you want to use my time?
I don't. Jeff
so again, as I conclude,
yeah,
there are more. Kosa they may not bring numbers, but they bring in information for others who will use to damage the opposition, and that's what will happen for Costa.
I think Costa is bringing more trouble. That's
right.
Yeah.
But anyway, like your issue, I don't want to dwell on that issue because my issue here, like I said, is above Costa, is above whoever. like we said, Liberia need to go back to the place where we respect our culture, our tradition, our heritage, and that's the way we can face our country. Why should Helen Johnson say be a president for Liberia? Why should a Prince Johnson be a senator for Liberia? Why should Joy Bole be a representative for Liberia? Why should Tomo Yaya Nina be elected as a senator for Grand General County? These are things because these are people that dedicated our country. There should be no justification for somebody killing another person. There should be no justification for what somebody murder maltreatment against a whole group of people. No, there should be no justification. No matter what. And these are things we're supposed to speak against. People who commit atrocity, we elect them into state power to decide the future of the state, and we expect better from the state. Are we serious around here? When the world economic issue go to the legislator, you expect president to sign onto it. You expect someone to sign on it. You can't. We have to be serious.
Pastor,
So for me, that
let me interject. Let me rebut to one of your statements here. I want you just said that there should be no justification of somebody killing another person. I disagree. So are you telling me that if somebody attack you, you won't apply self-defense?
No. We're discussing Liberia on national issue.
No. But you said that statement. There should be no justification of someone.
Yes. I come in. On the issue of self-defense, that's a different scenario, brother.
No, but I just want you. But then your choice.
On the issue of self-defense, it's a different scenario.
Yeah, it will be very selective.
Yeah, on the issue of self-defense, if you take a net trying to start me, obviously I will defend myself. That's a different scenario.
Like people are on the self-defense when it comes to criminality.
But when we take arm against our country, only because we don't self-defense, we set the individual. It will not affect that individual alone, it will affect the whole country.
Right.
Not individual.
Stop me, ba.
Malcolm, let the man finish now.
Stop, Malcolm, you have your time. You saw me talking?
Malcolm, next time, please come on time. Please, man, I beg you. I know you say you went out on a date today, but next time you don't come on time, we appreciate it.
So as I conclude, don't Malcolm is not giving me chance, but as I conclude,
the individual setting government. Joria is not an individual, it's a government official.
As I conclude, please, when we come to this platform, gentlemen, there are major issues for us to discuss.
Right.
Then becoming antagonists to each other. If I choose to join my brother Malcolm to do what he's doing, we will not have the problem being saved because we all know how to go quarter.
I know.
You must say, lady Iowa, you know me. You know how you see me in the community, how I carry myself. The little child in the community know me, they respect me because the way I carry myself. I go among people who are not Christian and I respect who they are. And we have to operate that way. All right. So again, thank you, AJ, for tonight. I want to appreciate everybody that came on. Liberia is a common patrimony that we all have. Like in mathematics, we say common denominator that we share. Yeah. And we should do everything we can to protect it, because when we shall have work here, we will go home. And that's why some of our children are there. And every year we make sure we go back home. But before I close, let me ask my brother Michael one question, if I'm permitted.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait. Am I allowed to speak? The gentleman, I don't see taking what time, because the man asked me, the man addressed me directly.
No, I just want to ask one question. I said I have like 2 more minutes, so that by 2 minutes I usually to ask you.
But the boss, am I allowed to respond to the man if he's gonna address me?
I can't ask you don't respond, my man.
Can the man respond to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a simple question, Magon. When life been to Liberia?
You can't answer that question.
Magon.
Answer that question.
When life been to Liberia?
You can't do that, boy.
When last you been to Liberia, Marco? Be honest, the world is listening to you. Be honest on the show. Tell when like been to Liberia.
It's point to you. I said, I let la person.
The man gave up. He can't answer that question.
Yes.
Pastor Success, thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm really learning from you guys. The show is very informative. sorry tonight for sometimes the show will get intense, like Malcolm mentioned, so because it's a political.
Man, let me say something quick. 1 minute.
I will give
Look,
you coming. Give me. Let me finish.
No, don't get that mention. You get that mention. We move for 2 hours. Don't get that mention. You that.
Everybody, 1 more minute. Like Malcolm mentioned, I know it was a little intense tonight, but Pastor Success calmed down. He didn't respond, which is good. Sometimes you gotta rise above certain situation. But
I mean, I can't respond to that picking. I picking down there. We take that picking. I can't respond to it.
I just want to say sometimes because it's a
I
political,
can't respond to it.
it's a political forum, it might get a little bit heated up. Trust me. But at the end, let's keep it professional. We should not use profanity. Don't attack anybody personally. You might intensely disagree on some statement based on somebody attacking your political party. It happens because of politics. But thank you, gentlemen. I'm really learning a lot from you guys. The show is very informative. It's very interactive. But let's give Gilman 1 minute to opine. Fire out, Gilman.
okay, yeah, you see, I will need 30 seconds to ask the same question that the pastor asked my small brother.
But man,
They mark up picking here, they mark up picking here, they mark up picking here. Please answer the question. When was the last time you were in?
the man just talking. You haven't been.
I 30 seconds. I got 30 seconds. Yeah, you not answer it. But look, let me say this to every one of us. Michael, you know, most of the time, ugly people always get emotional soon. A good that will keep Michael off the show, a good that will bring Michael on early,
Yeah.
and then he will not be emotional. Then begin, you remind me of somebody who said, "Game on, I got more property than you." I said, "That check, I was checking the account on speaker and said I was just joking."
You see,
Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, look. To be, I just, let me put joke aside. I mean, look, I don't think Michael is saying anything wrong that he should be off the show. The
no,
only thing I see is no,
I,
no, 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 no. Yeah, no, I'm just saying,
Give us key. Give us go ahead.
yeah, because if we attack somebody or we go after his candidate, no, they may get all right. And I think it's a fair game. It's a fair game that Michael go after us who attacking a candidate. Let me put it this way: like you in court, they if I take my gun and shoot somebody, and Michael was on the scene, that Michael is the only person that was on the scene that saw me, that they that is still bringing to prove that I killed that person. My lawyer, only thing my lawyer gonna do to go after Michael credibility.
right.
And that's exactly what Michael doing. Because if my lawyer can prove that Michael is not credible, that he cheated, which of course you always do, and he a liar. Then the witness will say, "But Michael, it's true that Michael saw Octavia shooting, but Michael got some record that not being consistent and he's not reliable." That's what Michael doing all. We are going after Michael Kennedy or whosoever he support. But at the same time, Michael is saying, "Look, I'm not coming go in that. I'm not going in that era with y'all. What I'm coming to do here is to go after your credibility, and that's fair game to me." So and look, somebody like been into this too long. I think the only thing is, along Michael don't use the F word. That's all I found with it. But I mean, we are all mature, and I mean, I'm the least educated person on this show, and I'm just willing to learn from my brother. You know, So I mean, it was a good show, and I look forward to being here again, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you. We will communicate behind the scene. I think I added everybody in the chat room. If Tuesday and Thursday 7 p.m. still work with everybody, we're
Yeah.
gonna be consistent still on 7 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday. But I think the Sunday 9 p.m. is pretty much a good time. And tonight we did not have Baliku Cabo. I think he's busy. As president of former president of the Liberian Association. Also, I think he's maybe pretty much busy in the UP war room tonight. So yeah, but gentlemen, thank you very much. I learned a lot. Tonight was very interesting. We were all
Marco, if you want to say Obo,
yeah. We will get Marco 1 minute to close.
You bring you sorry, but that MSP. I will come out and say something. I appreciate you, my brother. That MSP.
No, the man say he's done. Otavia is done. I think Pastor Sosa is about to go on another show.
Yeah, let me say the in my under 1 minute.
Yeah.
Whether be a Michael, be a whosoever, the reason why we come together is to establish and coexist and build network for better future. The next level you want to be is just one step away from you by a person. I read a book that says this guy is a lawyer, but then when he established a law firm, he really couldn't get people because nobody knows him. He tried. He did all kind of advice. He did promo. He did jingle and what have you. He can't get somebody. There's that lawyer in the town that everybody knew. Everybody want for them to plead his case because he has integrity. And so the guy decided to go find a lawyer to see how he can help him for even a law firm to be okay. He went to the man, and then fortunately, we were able to see the guy. But the man was on a war state when he went to the man. So what the man did, the man tell him nothing. The man gave no idea. The man only put a hand on his shoulder and they started walking. You want to explain the reason you want to see the man talking different thing. You want to explain the man talking different thing. When they walk few days there, he told the man, yeah, tell him, I said, go and succeed in your business. By the time the guy left that stage, people who saw him walk with that man, they flocked behind him and said, my man, please help one who wanted to meet this man. But who came near and who saw two of your work, it seems to be you because birds of the sea fellow flock together help us. And that's how his business started flourishing. I'm saying to say, why it is true that when we go after people, political leader, they will come after our own character or whatever. But we have to be careful because we are all Liberians. We have to be civil. We have to be objective in doing it. Because you know what? When we leave the platform, I will meet Michael. Michael will meet me. My children will meet Michael. Michael's children will meet me. And then it will create animosity. Because we're going personal attacking people, personal characters on issue and living national issue, then it doesn't occur well for the show. But again, we all are diverse. We can't be the same, you know. And that's why we should coexist and respect each other for who they are. So thank you guys so much. I'm a human builder. I invest into human capacity. That I'm a pastor. I train people how to become good people in society. So people are going, I wish I could have access to him. And just give me 2 more with Margaret. The way you talk to people will change.
Yeah, but you and the man in the same chat group, you can always.
You see, you can't be there because you talk about your political leader. You are talking about political leader, pastor. I'm a very simple person, honestly, guys.
So Marco, take your 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
Everybody 1 more minute. I gotta get Steve in 1 minute too.
I want 1 minute. I want to use the 1 minute just for my colleagues, on the platform. Okay. There are a lot of platform. I want to appreciate my brother here. He brought a lot of people, and you guys are all great. You bring different dimension into the show, but we need to educate our people, not just into politics. I want you guys during the week, at least, we should post topic into the chat room that we discuss. That's just not politics. Some live, a topic that will transform or change the life of our people. You as a pastor, I think you will be into that a lot because you have congregation that you want to, transform the life. So this platform should be set, as a cornerstone for you and your congregation and every meaningful Liberian. We want to do great. We want to promote this platform to do something not just about politics. We're talking about marital stuff. As a pastor, that's an area you want to educate our people how to be, family oriented, right? And they want to go into other stuff like, different dimensions like career, skill set. You don't have to go to 12-year college to be successful. My manager, he doesn't even have a BSc degree. He can't only have a GED, but he made $50,000 a year. So we need to encourage our people. If we are all in America, if you got any computer,
But 50,000 a year, that's small money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
150,000 a year, not 50,000. 150,000 a year. Sorry, 150,000. But
You said 50,000.
The man correctly said now, he said 150,000.
50,000 a year, so he will not make that money. But yeah, 150,000 a year. But he has GED. He goes, the kids went right to when I tell my Liberian brothers in Minnesota that hey, go to a Summit Academy. I went there. I have only one associate, but I still in from PhD holder to tell them how to manage the network. It's called a skill set. The whole world is based on experience. You can come with a PhD, nobody got time for that thing. It's what you can show to the people. So I think this platform should not be only limited to politics. They bring different dimension. You have a brother Gavin here who is a financially, or he has the experience in finance. He can educate our people how to invest. Because we get our money, we put in the bank, we're not getting money back, right? So we need a good platform. Even in America, even in Liberia, the platform will help people. My people, I'm not just yet to buy off anybody. I'm just passionate when it comes to my country. I love job. We are funded our CDC before. I want to tell you that. Yeah, I just said it. You see you shaking your head. I've been it.
You love Joe, we are, but you wanted to pull.
Yeah, you put go to the metro. You put go to the metro, but you love it.
Why you give Margot too many? Why you giving Margot too many?
Margot is 1 minute over, but I just want to respond to Margot quick. Yeah, Margot, the platform is on every day. I know you just start getting used to the platform. We want to discussing politics 3 days a week. Usually on Wednesday we do ladies night. Ladies night we talk about relationship topics. On Friday we do business interview. On doing the other stuff we do, maybe weddings, baby shower, we travel a lot. But on those 3 days, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, we discuss political issues. So like Gilman, sometimes he comes on Tuesday and talk about real estate investment. But since now we are on Tuesday on political issue, we'll maybe move it to Friday or sometimes move it to Monday. So I still have three other days available. I have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Usually Wednesday is straight relationship topic. Relationship topic we discuss, a lot of things about relationship. So it is good. Thank you for your advice. We will pretty much reach out to the team when we're not discussing politics. That way, you can come on Wednesday. We talk about relationship topic. Maybe Monday we can talk about business or religious topic. Yeah. But Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday we want to focus mostly on politics. Even when the election over, we'll still be discussing politics. Yeah. But let's give Steve his 1 minute. Steve, fire up. I think Steve on a call or he on a meeting. What about gentlemen? I gotta go. Thank you very much, guys.
I'm now on the call. I'm listening.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, Steve, you got 1 minute.
All right.
TJ would go away. That's why they would never run away. Trust me. They are.
Is it Steve that's the DJ? Let me get up to.
So Steve got your own party. Steve, remember what I'm gonna tell you. As time goes by, when we're getting close to 2029, by that time the network will be very big and internationally known all over.
And man, Steve can sit down on me one-on-one, man. Steve can sit down on me one-on-one. That means suspend whole party.
You will grill. Steve, trust me. Steve our president in 2029 because the man building himself now. So
Steve can stand Margot and I, man. Steve can stand Margot and I one-on-one interview, man.
What you gonna bring Margot Billy for? What you gonna bring Margot Billy for?
Gilman.
Who Margot can do? Who Margot can intimidate? Margot can intimidate anybody.
Anybody get me out down the show, call Margot. Anybody moving forward.
Gilman.
Yeah.
Gilman, I have faced all the battle. I've been battle tested. This is not it's politics. I know what I'm going. I'm in politics, so I mean.
You not face Margot one-on-one.
Try to ride it hard.
Margot on my ball. Margot on my ball. I ain't anything there. That ain't count.
Margot can be that day on the stream when you and Margot face to face, they will slap you.
The man made from Margot. You made from Margot.
I'm making no for Margot. I'm making for it. No,
Margot will slap you.
So, gentlemen, next week Tuesday.
My man, they eat my time. Don't call my time. I'll bake you.
Yeah, but I don't want to let you guys know. Next week Tuesday, Pastor Sunset will be moderating the show. Yeah, so I don't want to let you know. But we will.
Hey,
Am I
Marco,
gonna be the co-host? Am I gonna be
Marco,
the
you
co-host?
feeling? Oh, you feeling, Marco? You feeling?
Next week
You
Tuesday,
feeling,
Pastor
Marco?
Sunset will be the
Yeah, I'll be live. I'll be
moderator.
live that day.
Prove it though. Well,
So
remember,
Steve,
the pastor approve it. That's fine.
yeah,
I
Steve, go
remember
ahead.
pastor gotta approve it.
All right. But man, I'll start playing my time, man. Okay, gentlemen, thanks. I mean, one thing I like about us is that when we start a show, at the end, we all laugh and then, exchange our good feelings with each other. So that's good and I appreciate it. Again, uh, I just want to appreciate every one of us that always taking of our time to be here. One thing that people need to know is that a transformation of the country comes from the mind, the mindset of an individual determine its destiny. And so all of us that are talking here tonight, sometimes I question myself and I say, what significant impact am I going to make? And then I ask myself a question. I mean, am I going to make difference than other? Then I say, yes, I can do. Yes, indeed. Because trust me, we are, as faces are different and colors are different, therefore the heart are also different. And I know there are still meaningful Liberians that got a country most in their heart. And sometimes when I speak, Michael right to say, when it's your sedition, because I speak on the basis of reality and what is transparent in our country as Liberian. First of all, we must be sincere to ourselves. Then we can be sincere to our country. If we're not sincere to ourselves, it means that we always deceive our country. And what everybody believes now in our country is rhetorics and psychological politics. Even in churches, psychological sermons are taking over churches today.
I know,
People
right?
cajole you. People preach sermons that
Physical
will blow all
coaching.
your mind. You know, it taking a lot of churches now, psychological sermons, just something to make you blow all your mind to just do and achieve what they want. It also in politics, people play the kind of psychological politics so that they can just fool you and get rid of you. But we need to be a real Liberian to speak the fact, no matter whether you for joy or not. But let's understand that the kind of hardship and all this stuff that go in Liberia should not just be something that people should claim 1968 imposed on the country. Then I'm disappointed. Because we that know the country that live there and know how they Liberia, how our mentalities look like, Liberia need just a real look, something that we need to do in our country. We need to revisit our commercial law. We need to revisit the kind of policy and have a strong law that will change Liberia. But you change president. We don't have a strong policy. You making fun. First thing Liberia need to change is to work on these kind of commercial laws. Because never trust me, there are Liberians that want to invest into the country. Let me tell you one thing about myself, my party. We should have registered the party to election commission before this election. But a man who was serving as the acting chairman, I don't want to mention any name on the show. The guy will just send you a little money, and we just give it to a few people. We share a number to the people. They call the man and say, "Yeah, the man, the papa send your money to me, and the son of send your money. I'll give it to you." The next the man black all their number. Just small money, you little. Immediately we remove him. No compromising that one. If you come to corruption, corrupting things, or the kind of stuff, you must not get it. I hate that kind of behavior. We remove it completely. And we come out to agree that yes, I put halt to this registration to after election period, we'll get to it. So I'm saying to say that Liberian, our mentality, the way we think, is very bad. So I just want to say on this show that as we continue to discuss Liberia politics, let all of us use this time to do a lot of research on Liberian, on our mentalities, our behaviors, our policy. And sometimes we bring the kind of topic on the show and discuss our national policy, economic policy of our country. Because sometimes some of the policies are affecting us, are affecting a lot of investors. Investors are coming. But let me tell you, when we're doing a risk management to central bank, with World Bank and IMF.
I mean, you're going over your 1 minute.
I'm almost finished. I'm
almost
finished. I'm one of those that central bank selected to do the national risk management.
Don't make Gilman ask for another 1 minute.
And guess what? Our survey proved that Liberia carried a higher risk if in financial management, a higher risk. And you know how the risk, how we determine that? Because as I speak to you, it's not Liberian. There are a lot of people that don't have, like, so many Liberians don't have property. Everybody, the majorities are renting. So if you want to affect them economically, those people that are renting, they take money here today, they change their location, they go to a different location. So investors that want to come and entrust people with money, sometimes they're scared. It's not because the government can't support, but the way people manage money in the country. We need to work on the law that when you get money from people, if you are corrupt by your behavior, by the attitude, by exploiting people financially, there's a certain punishment, a certain law that the country need to hold to. Those laws will help people to invest back in our country. I dare some of you now. Yes, so I'm telling you, get some call up in Liberia today. Say I want to go buy my land. Get some money there.
They will tell you time 4 of the land price. They will tell you time 4 of the land price.
Time 4 of that land price. Time 4 it.
And Lord, these are things. Lord, Steve, before you continue,
we need a strong law. We need to work on these laws that will change and transform these laws and set a page.
All right. Steve will hold you there. Steve will hold you there, man. We'll hold you there, Steve. Thank you.
All right,
thank you so much.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. It's a pleasure always talking to you guys. Like I said, the show is very informative. And for me, who is not, heavily equipped on Liberian politics, I'm really learning a lot from you guys. From you.
And I'm not you alone.
Steve,
Marco, tonight, you're not equipped with Liberian politics.
Yeah.
That's why he can go emotional, because he got nothing to say about Liberian politics. You know nothing about it.
That's why I like my job as the moderator. I can get asked the question.
Please.
No, we end the show. No, 1 minute here. The show end.
The show end.
My brother, the show end.
Go behind the scene. Go ask your question behind the scene. Go make a statement behind the scene.
Say I support the politician. Since we are member of this institutional, or the institution, right? What I want to do, since we still have time, gentlemen, we are young, brilliant young men, we have passion, we have, dreams. I think we can work together to do something great in Liberia.
We will.
You that's what I want
to. We'll discuss it behind the scene.
Marco, we want you to go down, meet us on ground.
Look, we can start. We'll not do everything. We ourselves out of help too.
Okay, yeah, we will. But that's what Pastor Sosa said, that everyone have different, area. You have your area.
Marco, when you going home? Marco, when you going back home?
Where? Which are the room? Which are the room? Marco, go do. Which are the room? Marco, go do. They may not be like for 23 years. They may not be like 23 years.
How long you been here?
Let's say we invest about 30,000 into a
real. 2,000.
Marco, how long you been here, bro? But Marco, how long you been in the country? How long you been here?
How long been here? I've been here.
I said
23 years.
Oh, we'll show you a year when Joseph Boaga was president. Well, vice president.
Why would you want to escape your future?
I want to make money. I don't want like my boy be calling me for $50 every day.
You get feature? Marco get feature?
What are only begging?
Marco get feature? What kind of feature Marco get?
Marco, eat a feature.
All right, gentlemen. Good night.
Marco eat a feature. He said, why a feature?
All right, my man. Gentlemen, see you, man. See you.